Alright then, so, couple things to get out of the way. Well, mainly just one thing to get out of the way right off the top. I am not at peak form today. Brain's a little foggy, so if I'm a little slow and I'm a little inattentive compared to normal, just, you know, expect that to be a thing. Does that make a game like this a great idea to be doing today? Oh yeah, you know, business as usual, me having the best ideas. Yeah, this is Tamarak Trail. For those who didn't see it, we played the demo of this Next Fest or two ago. Neat little dice building, deck building, etc. thing. It's some really neat theming, and for some reason the music is being weird. And I don't know if it's my ears are plugged up or what, but when I was actually in the map where the music's supposed to be playing, I could barely hear it even though I had it up a fair bit. So, business as usual. If the audio balancing is a little wacky, let me know. I think my hearing may not be at its most effective today. We only have the one character class, so I'm not going to worry about looking at all those right now. For those who don't know, this is how this game works. All of these die faces here are things you can actually switch out. Like, I can just rip this off right now. Wouldn't do anything good right now because there's obviously nothing I can replace it with, but you can just straight up just pull those off of there at any time. And you'll get more dice cores as you go, so you can actually use more dice at once, but starting off you only get 2. Resolve is kind of interesting because you see that resolve regeneration? That's all you gain back of your starting pool of 25 per battle. Now, the fun thing about resolve is it's both your health and your energy. You spend resolve to play any of the faces of any of the dice you're using. What happens when you run out of resolve? See these hearts? They start going away. If you take a hit after running out of resolve, a heart goes away. Which means enemies with multi-hit attacks and your own multi-hit attacks can knock multiple hearts off at once. It can be very bad. But without further ado, let's just get this ball rolling. We got this boy over here. Get used to weird animal creatures because that's what this game is mostly using. Okay, so now that we've rolled these, now we can use them. We gotta dodge and flip to the other side. Exhaust is kind of upsetting, but this fight's probably not gonna last long enough for it to be an issue. He's gonna get 1 turn of life, pretty much. Notice how they have hearts as well. Wounds are gonna be very important to keep track of on both sides. They also have resolve regeneration and everything, just like we do. Exploit weakness could be neat. The problem is we don't really have any debuffs to apply. Otherwise, it'd be a very, very good move to have. I think I'm gonna take Calm down, actually, because we do need defense. Is right now we start with only 2 defense and a dodge, and that has not usually been enough for my power needs, which is shocking for me. I know, adding defense in place of an attack. But understand that this game was kind of kicking my ass, so I needed to make adjustments. Weird stall. A strange mutated slime opens up a shop in the middle of the grove. It beckons you towards its strange assortment of goods. Well, we can't buy anything. We can scam the snail, and that's our only move. So we're gonna scam the snail into buying some worthless trinkets. The scam is successful. You gain 50 gold. You feel evil. That's fine. You know what's really funny to me, actually, about the music being so low in this, by the way? I remember having volume issues with this game when we did the demo, but it was too loud in the demo, and now it's just really quiet. It's very weird. Like, it's definitely there. I can hear it. It is in fact present, just not very present. Oh good, you've given me what I am already feeling. Thanks, game. Appreciate that. It'll take the worst of the hit. Keep throwing them dice. I don't really want Jagged Bolt. Actually, no, we do have these symbols, which I don't remember what they mean, but a bunch of things use them as a resource. Like in this case, we'll make that man bleed equal to the amount of these we had. So that works out because now we shoot that, he starts taking some bleed, which would cut his resolve down and make it a bit more manageable for our 2 dice to do something about. Especially when we roll like this. The good news is we can break his resolve and take a heart. Because I believe when they hit 0, it'll take a heart. Nope. The bleed will take the heart, however. Because I think the bleed kicks in before the resolve regen does. We, however, are going to take some resolve damage here. No, it happened basically simultaneously, so that was useless. Great. Come on, 2 attacks. Fine. He's not attacking this turn, so we don't need to rush. And he's dead. Okay. Now we get another choice of 3 faces here. Knockout cast. Apply 4 drowsy per star. Watch and learn. Gain 3 resolve plus 2 per star. And deal 2. Flip to 1. Flip the die to the left. The flipping is actually really nice because when you flip a die, it actually will let you play another face that turn. It lets you be much more aggressive. Now the damage output on it is lower, but it basically is adding 2 to the 5 here in all practical terms, even though it's increasing the cost at the same time. And we can also get some neat trinkets here. Increases the damage of attacks by 2, gain 5 defense on flip. All defensive abilities add 2 more. Now, there's a catch to this, though. These actually are attached to an individual die, not to you as a character. So that's important to remember. So I'm gonna take the Shattered Bone, even though the Thumb could be useful. Is what we do is we put it on our attack die, and now this does 4 by default, and all of these do 7s. And what we can actually do is rip this defend off of this die, and swap it over here and make this a more defense-focused die, and this a more offense-focused die, to take advantage of the core it now has. Now, whether that's a good idea or not will remain to be seen, but this guarantees consistent damage out of this die. Take note, by the way, that those do something based on stars thing does not count the star on it. It's either not counting the star on it or it's not counting the other die's star. I'm not actually 100% sure about that. Let me walk that sentence back now that I said that. We'll go ahead and take Bushwhack. Because again, more flipping. We'll keep Jagged Bolt. Notice how this ends up moving, by the way, because if you put something on this left-hand side, because of the way the die folds back together, it actually puts it to that one you see up there. Which makes this highlighting actually really useful. Because otherwise, most people are probably not going to figure that out anytime quick. These campfires do exactly what you'd expect campfires to do. The most important thing is you get a heart back, but we haven't used any of ours yet. And we just keep on trucking. Now, there's decent odds of me dying pretty early on in this because I'm still not very good at this one. Still getting used to how it works and all that. But so far, we've already gotten a better setup than I usually get. Oh yeah, and if things go really awry, you have the change of plans button here to get 5 resolve back. But as it says, once per battle. Be very careful when you choose to use that. Don't waste it or you will die. Gain 2 stealth, which reduces damage by half. Die to the right. That is just straight up a better version of that jagged bolt we have, but it is expensive. I actually like the idea of Shadow Step, so we can put that on our defense die here as a replacement for that last attack it has. Is we'll get stealth and a block. And now that die is entirely defensive, which means if we have to push for a kill, it'll be awkward, but it also means that we won't have a scenario where we don't have what we can use. Like, obviously, situations where we don't have what we need might come up. Yeah, right now we gain 0, so let's just... You gotta be careful about letting go of a die as well. Sometimes it uses it rather than putting it back down. Oh good, we have the opposite problem here now. Flip that to the right. And of course we get all of the stealth nonsense when he's not even attacking. Give me a reroll there. Because the good news is his resolve regen is terrible, so we can break through it pretty quick. He just keeps summoning more dudes is the problem with this fight. That's viable this time. Go ahead and apply the 3 bleed to him. And yeah, defending is probably our better choice instead of trying to fish for an alternative. The alternate alternatives really being things like the stealth roll here coming up. Oh yeah, he weakened us, so that attack did like nothing. Is he... Oh no, this time he exposed. Which is just as bad, if not worse, really, all things considered. There we go, that broke through 1. Problem is... Yeah, every heart he loses, he gains damage. So that's gonna be bad. I'm not sure how to put things back down. Ow. Okay, so he's got stealth now. It's a good thing we're ignoring him at the moment. Because even if we kill him, he's just going to spawn a new friend. So... Not really the most viable thing to do there. Oh yeah, and you can hit the auto roll button to just throw the dice without actually manually doing it. I don't think there's any real reason to auto roll. Aside from it probably be slightly quicker and potentially more consistent. Okay, see, this one doesn't have the star on it, but it's still gaining the bleed, so I think it is only reading what's still on the table, basically, as far as that goes. But if we make him bleed, I think he will not die to that. No, he won't actually die to that at all. There you go. Stealth, dodge, block. And everything's fine. We're slightly on fire, but that's okay. We've been through worse. I'm just going to ensure the kill there because I'm not confident that the bleed will kill him. And now it's basically just a regular fight again. And somehow we came out of this without losing any hearts, which is surprising. Because I've done 2 runs of this game pretty much when it didn't bug out or any other odd things happened, is I did have this game freak out completely when I first played the full version. But as it turns out, that was because there was a weird situation with the demo saves. It tries to read the demo save, but it actually breaks. So you have to, like, delete all of that. But yeah, when I first did this after the full version, I got bodied by that fight in, like, disgustingly bad fashion. And yet here we are disposing of him as if nothing happened. It's really quite odd on that one. I don't know what that is. That's a market. We do have a decent amount of money, so going that way might not be the worst idea. Got some kind of weird, like, frog man. Maybe a catfish, actually, with the whiskers? I don't know what his deal is, aside from weird. I don't know why we gain the capacity for there to be 2 stars on our things, by the way, but we gained that when we beat that first boss. That angle of it's relatively consistent. I keep going and hitting the end turn button even though it auto ends when you're done throwing all of your stuff around. Oh, and in case you're wondering about exhaust, by the way, you just replay the exhaust and then it replaces it with the thing that was originally there. But it wastes the turn, basically, as far as that side of the die goes. It's inconvenient, but it can be a very good idea to clear your exhausts when they show up. Or you could re-roll them, but pushing re-rolls too hard can lead to accomplishing absolutely nothing. Oh, every time his shield got broken, he got more shield. Man, that's a power I wish I had. Ow. As I lose 2 hearts because he did a multi-hit. So there's your lesson in how losing hearts can be very easy, which is why I try to stay very high as far as my hearts go. Blind is really useful, so we'll take dramatic display, but it's also not that expensive. We can put it on this die here. This will also flip it to the top, which gives us another attack, so it's a win-win all around, you know? After this fight, I might try pushing the music up again, because apparently it just does not want to play at any real volume. So I'm running out of room to push it up without pushing everything. Which, actually, I don't even have to end the fight to adjust that. Oh, look at how ridiculous I had to make the sliders for this in order for the audio to work even reasonably. Okay, I can at least more clearly hear that now. It's like not super clear, but it's clearer than it was. Clear the pheasant. I could have swore you could see the names of these things somehow. It doesn't matter. Just spin that die like 3 times. Because that seems to be like the winning strategy for this game, is make each individual die just spin on the table as much as you can. Let's see, harass. Apply 2 expose to the monster and flip the die to the right. Exposed, as we saw, is 50% more damage. 2 bleed, 2 blind, and the 3 bleed per point. I mean, blood in the eyes is free. That's like the big selling point for that, is it doesn't cost me any resolve to use that. But I do like the idea of putting expose on them so that we can actually clear them easier. And it'll flip to an attack as well, so we can immediately follow it up. Technically, I could put it on this one as well. Maybe I should, actually. Here's what we'll do. We'll take Jagged Bolt off of that one. And then we'll flip the Jagged Bolt onto the bottom of this one. Actually, there we go. Because that'll flip. At that point, then do that. It'll flip the expose to the blind to an attack. Yeah, I like that better. And then Jagged Bolt just lives over there. Wait, no. Ugh. My brain is in 3 different places at once. I meant to put the expose on the other die. I was trying to figure out why I decided to do that, and I'm like, wait, no, something's wrong about that thought process. There we go. So we'll do this then. If it lands on a harass, it goes to just one more thing to bushwhack to an attack and just shreds whatever it hits. If it lands on just one more thing, then it goes to bushwhack. If it lands on bushwhack, nothing happens of any particular note other than just an extra attack. But that chain could be potent depending on how it lands. One more thing. Get bushwhack, nerd. Now die. Okay. Gain a bunch of defense. It is a shame that the music is not especially audible right now. So I do remember it being interesting music. There we go. And like, at least I hear it now. Gain 2 block to resolve, flip the die to the bottom. Deal 4 to all monsters, deal 4 to target if star. And of course, watch and learn, which we saw already. I think I'll take the fake evidence, because we can do something with that. Because what we do is we flip to the... Oh, but the back flips the bottom. I mean, that's okay, because then then it triggers us going to backflip to shadow step to block. Yeah, that might be okay. And this seems in keeping with who I am as a person, considering I have 2 dice for attacking and 1 die for protecting myself. That seems about right. Because if we just kill them all, they can't hurt me. Reroll first roll of combat. Deal 1 damage to all monsters on star. Increase resolve regeneration. Let's take the resolve regeneration increase. We'll just slot that into the defensive die for now as its core. I think that just passively works. And of course, to the market we go. Get a load of this. Got a heron, I think it is, who turned his beak into an instrument. Got a weird fish man playing a cello, frog playing banjo. What is this? Is that a badger playing the piano? It's something. Some dudes down here having dinner. What do you got for me, buddy? Let's see. Countermeasures, gain 6 block, apply 1 counterattack, return half damage to attacker. Okay. Hide gains 4 stealth. Nebulous image gain 30 block exhaust, and calm down we've seen. You want countermeasures. There we go, now the music's kicking in. With where that is on the meter, even with it kicking in that much, I could definitely fiddle with that some more. That's a a thought, actually. Is this, like, lowered in Windows or something? No, it's not lowered in Windows at all. Okay. I'm gonna experiment a little bit here. There we go, that seems a bit clearer. Well, sort of, anyway. And of course, the second I click out to get a better look at things, we lose it immediately. Oh, there's multiple shops in here. Okay. Do any of you lot do anything if I click on you? Nope, they're just here for set dressing. It's just these two then. And this whole building is the hitbox for that. Okay. Let's see, 3 safe house. Which safe house is 3? Resolve regen. 3 undercover. Reduces damage dealt by 1 per stack to a minimum of 1, and it applies 3 confusion to enemies that attack. Okay. Apply 2 blind every monster that attacks you next turn. And 5 block per stealth stack. Those are all kind of conditional. I don't need conditional items right now. Hey, ABC. Okay. Wait, why did the... Oh, that's active. I don't know why that didn't work. It's fine. Giant petrified rooster. A giant rooster made of stone appears between the trees. Do you destroy the statue? Check the surroundings, compliment the rooster, or investigate the statue. Seems very cultish to have a giant rooster statue in the middle of nowhere. Let's have a look around it. Yep, prepare for battle. I had a feeling it was a trap. If we just blindly investigated the statue, they probably were gonna jump me. So let's see. Go ahead and harass the big guy. Because we can just knock through his health nice and easy here. There we go. And it'll be definitely more effective for us to clear through him rather than dealing with this one and then still having him to deal with. Though the pheasant does do double attacks, which is concerning. I still only got 5 out of that. Weird. Either way, he's dead now. Actually, I'm not going to attack. That may sound wild, but we have enough resolve to tank off of our block and our resolve and not lose any hearts. So let's just wait. Otherwise, I would have spent 3 resolve and then lost a heart, which would not have been a good idea. Because we can now safely kill him. Now let's see, Elementary Rebuke. Deal 8 star plus 1 times. Oh, wait. Oh, that's Smoke Bomb. It just did a weird... Yeah, Smoke Bomb is 7 damage and 4 blind. Elementary Rebuke is the one we just read, and then Spread Shot we've seen. I'll take the Rebuke. We get stars often enough that it should be okay. And we'll just slap that in the middle of this one. Oh yeah, we still need to put the countermeasures somewhere as well. So that'll go on our defensive die in place of a regular block. It's the same defense, even though it does cost resolve to use. That seems like a good enough idea to me. Clear you first. He'll live for the moment. But his own attack will kill him. Or not, because his resolve kicked in first, right? Order of operations strikes again. Blind everything. Kill him. Start working this one down. And kill him. Okay. Fight's much more under control now. I really should be using change of plans more just to ensure that we have resolve to use, if nothing else. Yeah, that's a real powerful attack. That's why I wanted Rebuke. Yeah, I'll take the safe house one for free. That's fine. I'll actually slap it onto this one in place of a regular attack. There we go. That's becoming kind of like a utility die instead of just an attacking one. Countermeasures. Start with the attack regularly. This way, this breaks a heart, another heart, and kills the mosquito. Alright. One problem solved. Now we just got big pink fish crab whatever man in front of me to deal with. Bushwhacked. Oh, he is gaining extra damage to all attacks, so that's upsetting. All the better reason to kill him. Quickly and viciously. Change of plans. That's a pretty good hand. Lowers attack, lowers defense. Start chewing through his hit points. Drop a safe house, drop a counter. We did lose a heart there because I got greedy, but it's fine. Because he is now dead. Alright. Ricochet, deal 2 damage to all monsters, flip the die to the right. Safe house we've seen. Perforate's also another pretty good one. It's guaranteed 3 damage 3 times, but it is expensive. I'm gonna take Ricochet because area damage can be kind of nice. And it's another flip the die in a direction. Wait, how does that work? If they flip to each other, does that mean I can just infinitely keep doing that until I run out of resolve? Let's find out. Rest and get a heart back. This, I think, is an elite. Yep. Or this might be the actual boss. The other guy might have been like a mid-boss because, this seems terrifying. Doing 8 damage at a 75 health and 6 hearts. And gain 1 endurance drain when an ability becomes exhausted. Lose 1 endurance drain when exhausted abilities are refreshed. Well, we only have one thing that exhausts, so that's not that bad. Put some big bleed on him. Bushwhack him. Ricochet. Yeah, it does just go back and forth. You've triggered an infinite combo. Oh, I guess I get punished for that? It exhausted it. These powerful effects happen when you chain flipping sides in a loop. The last side in the loop gets exhausted to fuel the combo. Each side with the ability to flip has a different infinite combo effect. Thank you, Weird Turtle Man. So, good news, we showed him an infinite. Bad news, it exhausted the thing, which made him stronger. Right side, we can flip straight to fixing that. He's not attacking. Let's just go ahead and hit him. Weird bug lizard thing. It almost seems like it's stitched together rather than being that way naturally, quote unquote. Unexhaust that. He is doing a lot of attacks, so stealth. Wait. Why didn't stealth give me the other thing? Suspicious. We're about to take a lot of harm here. Because I could play my attack, but the problem with that is we are very vulnerable right now. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and wait. Or stealth didn't work on that at all. Because it was supposed to cut the damage we took in half from each of those, which should have made it 4. But I watched both of those deal 4 each. So I feel like I got robbed on that one. And I think we're gonna die. I just want to let y'all know the bad news there. I think we're gonna die. What did you do to me? You made me drowsy. Great. Thankfully, it's not attacking again this turn, so we're kind of okay. Hit it with exposed. Get our resolve regen up. Go down to 0 resolve. We just can't do anything else. Oh, but the drowsy cut it down that hard. Eek. Thankfully, it seems convinced it can just do that to me. It may be in my best interest, actually, just to burn a turn. I don't know. We can rebuke it again. Knock 1 heart off of it. In fact, actually, before it regens, go ahead and knock another heart off. Because we are still getting a decent amount back. There it is. I was waiting for an attack to come out. I was expecting one the entire time. Okay, we can block for 10 at 0 cost. Perfect. Bushwhack costs 3. Rebuke also costs 3, but Rebuke will hit twice without any extra cost, so we'll do the Rebuke. Break 2 more hearts and just wait. We're down to our last heart, so I have to be real careful. Because as you might imagine, you lose all your hearts, you're dead. It's over. Speaking of it's over, though. That's a lot of damage coming my way. I'm gonna reroll. Because I need to be able to hit him twice in a meaningful way here. Oh, fuck's sake, game. Good. Alright, I think we're okay. Because that does damage. That does damage. That kills. Okay, we got out of that with 1 heart left. And we infinite comboed again, which didn't matter. But now we have another die to use. And more importantly, we got more Urgarmonbosia, which is what we use to buy meta upgrades and such between runs. And that's what we really need. So right now we kind of suck. There we go. So now we have 4 dice to use, which is going to start making our costs get out of hand. The invitation. You spot a peculiar sight, a weathered and delicate parchment lying abandoned on the forest floor. Curiosity overtakes you as you pick it up. It seems to beckon you towards an unknown event. So we can investigate, tear it up, decline, or accept. Being invited to tea. Let's investigate. New ability, we gained Ricochet. Again. Upon closer examination, you discover hidden symbols and faint traces of magic imbued within the parchment. You gain 1 random dice ability and Scare. Oh, good. We take extra damage while we're scared. And we have 2 stacks of it. joy. Also, let's actually get rid of our infinite combo here. Just so we stop having the infinite thing pop up and drain our dice pool. Because having it continue to exhaust things, I think, is not actually going to help us that much. Yo, get a load of this thing. Oh yeah! Ha 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 ha. It has undead hearts, so every wound makes us get more scared. And since we're already scared, that's a problem. I don't know how we make a ghost bleed, but you know what? Do it. Just take as much of its health off as we can while it's not currently attacking. Even though I know it burns our resolve to hell and back. Okay, it's gonna block now, after having given itself gain 3 power every time it's attacked. That's spooky, but it'll probably be okay. Break through its defenses, hit it, and it's dead. We could get just even more ricochets. But I think I'll actually take a spread shot at this point. The spread shot's not that expensive. Really need to get a resolve going better at this point. Another trip to the shops. I do wonder why you don't start out looking at the shops. Probably so that people actually notice that there's more to the screen. That would make sense. Let's see. Inside job, power. All monsters gain 1 confusion at the start of a turn. That could be useful. Ambush. Gain 1 stealth. Consume stealth stacks and deal 8 damage per stack. That would be good if we had more stealth. We only really have 1 source of stealth. Doubling the stack of debuffs on a monster. Again, we don't really have things for that. Okay, that was the shop I looked at, right? Backstab. Deal 7 per star. Apply 2 exposed if under stealth. Loose cannon. Gain 2 sacrifice. Flip the die to the bottom. Sacrifice. Deal and receive double damage. Whew! Insurance. Gain insurance and exhaust. Gain 20 a resolve when your defense gets broken. And aim for the eyes. Deal 7 plus 5 per blind stack on target. We do have some blind effects, so aim for the eyes wouldn't be the worst. Ditto with backstab. Sacrifice has the potential to be a really neat play, except it will almost certainly lead to my demise. So we'll grab backstab, and we'll just leave the rest of this shop as it is. There we go. Onward and outward. Got a ghost with a pitchfork right here. What is going on with the... like, I see the eyes here. And there's a horn, I'm assuming, is what that is sticking out. It's wearing a giant teacup for a helmet, which is interesting. There's a lot going on in the background here, too. We got all kinds of ghosts just filtering around, doing their own thing. What's interesting is that kind of ghost thing we fought first was the thing I saw in the broken version of the demo. Hey there, Morg, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Hit. Up. There we go. Pull our safeguard up. He's only blocking, so I'm not going to bother with countermeasure. We're just going to stab him. And go ahead and use change of plans to keep our resolve from going completely out the window. Understandable. I wish I could say I'm still waking up, because I certainly feel like I am, even though I've been awake for a few hours. Just one of those brain fog days where everything's just not really firing on all cylinders. But, you know, you get through. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab another harass. That'll be a useful one to have. Flips to the right. Go ahead and put it there then, because it'll flip to Elementary Rebuke and hopefully do something useful there. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm just kind of taking it easy today. I don't have to force anything, so I'm not going to. I just saw a ghost. A ghostly figure dressed in an exquisite robe dashes through the foggy forest. Behind it, two other ghosts pursue it relentlessly. You notice that the ghost appears unaware of its own spectral nature. Oh. So, possible fresh dead here who doesn't realize they're a ghost and is scared of the other ghosts who may or may not be trying to help it. Though they all have unique masks, so this might be a whole thing based on the designs of masks that they have. But I'm assuming they're cueing into the fact that it doesn't realize it's a ghost by the fact that it's probably dodging the trees instead of going through them. I don't really want to attack the pursuing ghosts. Let's help the ghost to hide. Oh, there you go. You successfully help hide the ghost. You gain 1 max resolve. The other side of that might have been more profitable, but I'll take what I can get. And there's another one of these freaks. Like it looks like it used to be a prop of some kind, considering there's sticks for moving the arms and a stick for moving the head. Like some kind of elaborate festival puppet that's now possessed by 3 ghosts. Once again, somehow make a ghost bleed. Ow. Well, fake evidence doesn't cost us anything, so we'll go ahead and do that. We have stars for this, so this will do bonus damage. So I should have hit it with harass first. And it's only got 1 heart left, so break that last heart. There we go. Nice and easy. Could have been really bad, but we made it work. Go ahead and grab another copy of Calm Down. Because this costs nothing unless it actually is effective. Which I know that sounds like a hell of a sentence, but you know. Let's put it on this one. And just slap that in there. Some kind of weird ghost tea kettle over here. As you can see, we've got a bit of a walk ahead of us still. Since I didn't play the intro, I'll explain this. This weird green meteorite came crashing to the ground, and then ever since then, all of the creatures of this whole wooded area here have been a little weird. And apparently ghosts also rising. Mask off. A ghostly figure draped in a mysterious robe stands before you. The ghost reaches up to remove the mask. We take the mask, face the ghost, talk with the ghost, or run like hell. I don't feel like taking that mask. That mask does not look like it would help me. Let's talk to it. Welp, that didn't work. You try to talk with the ghost. You can't comprehend its words. You gain 2 scare. Well, talk to ghost, gets spooked. Nothing new there. Okay. Dealing with a ghostly tree service over here. harass you, blind both of you, set up a safe house. Get our defense up, though I just now realized they're not attacking, so spending the resolve for that was pointless. I don't know if the counterattack thing goes away, so we'll just actually put that there. Yeah, lose 1 when damaged, so in theory that'll stay there. Yeah, but you'll notice, oh no, the block and the counterattack did both go away. So they are still only for 1 turn, even if it does say until damaged then. That's not ideal. Put up our stealth protection, realizing once again that we didn't need that. I think my internal process there was saying set up stealth for backstab, and then we just didn't have backstab. Oh, it does lifesteal. Great, great. I'm glad I chose to kill the one that's gonna do lifesteal first, because he needs to die. Because he can't have my life. I'm currently using it. As it turns out, that's important to me. For those coming in late, our health meter is also our resource, so unfortunately, sometimes I run out of the resource to keep attacking and doing things. And we might be about to die, because we have a lot of scare on us. Because each of these hearts that break on the ghosts deals scare. I fucked up. I fucked up bad. Actually, no, we're fine. We have dodge. So we can just completely negate that attack. So we can just carry on as normal. And since I boosted safeguard again, we should be absolutely fine. Oh, he did put a bleed on me, which is not ideal. Is thanks to all the scare, that bleed just took all of our health away, so we actually can't do anything this turn unless we pull a bunch of 0 costs. Like that one. And we can... Oh no, I don't even have points in order to refresh that, because it takes the cost of the side in order to refresh the exhausted side. Okay. These cost too much. This turn's just a mulligan for us. Could be worse, could be better. That's another lesson learned. He's doing weird again, so we can just kind of slam him. There you go. He has, in fact, been welcomed to the jam. What does that do? Oh, good. All of your attacks apply bleed. Great. Love that for me. That's exactly what we wanted to see, right? Throw all the rocks at him. Okay, now he's much more vulnerable. We should be able to finish the job before he does anything too crazy. And there he goes. Okay, everything is just fine. Grab us another copy of Bushwhack. Put it here. Yeah, that works better. This way, if we get this harass in particular, we can cycle through 4 attacks. Guaranteed, all on the one that does boosted damage. And now we can stop having only 1 heart left. Funeral. A ghost draped in a flowing robe, donning a mask, stands beside a withered skeleton adorned with the same eerie mask. We can pay our respects, disturb this whole situation, attack the ghost, which really seems like the same thing, or leave. Let's pay our respects. That seems like the reasonable thing to do. We gain a new ability. You decide to pay your respects to the departed soul. You gain 1 random dice ability. Yes, we just inherited the ability from them. which is useless. So that's a shame. Okay, so we got a pitchfork and a hook man. Which I said tree service before because it kind of looks like one of those tree saws you use, except the jagged end's on the wrong side. Bang, bang. Block. Thankfully we had enough resolve to weather that, otherwise we would have probably been done for there because I realized I miscalculated a little too late on that one. Go ahead and blind them, get our resolve boost up. Okay, that's as good as we're gonna get at the second. I really need to be more careful with how I spend my resolve in this game. I say knowing full well that my behavior is not going to change. That really only did... What? What? Sometimes I'm still very confused by how things in this game work. But thankfully he's still dead, and that's the important part. Boost our resolve up a little bit with a change of plans. This way we got some extra space to use to deal with our other ghost friend here. Nope, that got exhausted. Oh! I can still use it even if I don't have the resolve, but it exhausts it. That's what happened. Well, I wish I'd known that sooner. Oh well. Expose. Slam through his hit points. And then suffer. Is the scaling scare damage we're taking is what's really killing us here. And since he just blocked me from doing any... Oh no. We still had just enough to use that regular attack, so we're fine. I thought we were in serious trouble there for a second. Which, speaking of, Smoke Bomb costs the same as a regular attack, but does 2 more damage, so... We'll take that, and besides it applies blind, which will be nice to have. We're almost to the giant ghost tea kettle. I probably should have went the other path that had the chest, but I was curious about the events. We got some ghost animals. Oh yeah, they were just straight up ghost dogs. Just 2 different flavors of ghost dog. And then whatever this goofy amalgamation is. Ghost man with his possessed puppet there. So both the dogs are attacking, which is one concern. Reduce your damage. Put up a block. Let's see. So we're taking 15. Right now with our block up, we're okay. I don't think we can get a kill here. Oh, especially since it's getting right. I fucked up. We're dead now, actually. I did that thing again where I get greedy and do something stupid that gets me killed. Because I forgot about the fact that their hearts give me scare. That's fine. We just got a couple unlocks. We now unlocked Undercover, which we could... Oh, I guess you... Unlocking it this way, I guess, puts it in the regular pool. And I didn't even get to see what the other unlock was. We only have 9 of the things, but over here in the lodge we can still buy some stuff. Challenge perks, ability to reroll combat rewards, Shops will include locked abilities. Oh, basic attack and basic defense sides cost does not increase with bounces. So that's part of what our problem was. I didn't realize that they increase. Puzzle encounters. Receive 1 Garmonbozio each time you're defeated. That seems like a good idea at the rate we're going. 10% more gold from enemies we do not need because we had plenty of gold. Unlock a new die core. No, I think I'm going to take the Sturgeon Pond. I was hoping to unlock a new class, but that took 10, and I'm not going to not spend any right now. So as long as we get another run that goes anywhere near as well as the one we just did with the detective here, we should be able to unlock the magician and see how different that is. Because we can't afford anything else now, I don't think. Yeah, the cheapest other thing is 5. Something in here was 1 when I was in there before, and I had bought that already. This way seems like a good idea. 1 fight and then a chest, and then a pretty decent path, because we shouldn't need both tents down there, for example. Unless I play really poorly. Block his attack, hit him, and then just wait. We are fortunately going to be back into slow play territory for a little bit because we only have 2 dice. And I'm thinking we won't worry about having a dedicated attack and a dedicated defense die this time. While it was working, it wasn't very interesting. Ricochet is really good. But so is Dramatic Display, because that blind was pretty nice. I'll go ahead and take the Dramatic Display. Even though it's not an attack, necessarily, it will be useful. And since we only seem to ever get 1 I think I remember how the stars work now. I think it's based on dice ricochets. Like, your dice have to run into each other for the stars to appear. And that's why we were starting to see more of them once we had more dice. Because the unfortunate thing is I did the tutorial for this months ago, so I don't remember any of it. And I'm pretty sure I could have reset it, but I'm a fool. Let's go ahead and take the Shattered Bone again. Because that's just a good idea. It's unfortunate that we saw basically the entire same set again, but, you know, that's just how it be. And this does admittedly mean I'm going to be prioritizing putting attacks on that die again, but it's fine. Yeah, see, they collided and that's where the stars popped up. I just never was paying that much attention to that, so I never put 2 and 2 together until that moment. I probably knew that before and just forgot. There we go. Because remember, again, brain is just, like, not really braining today. Gain 3 block. Gain 5 block per stack of confusion on monster. Flip die to the top. That'd be great if we had confusion. 4 stealth is actually really good. But if I put this on the die that does extra damage, that'll be 15 damage. Not to mention the potential breaking multiple hearts in 1 attack. I'm gonna leave that defend on this one this time. Because only having the defend potential of 1 die definitely did come a cropper as a problem. Similar case with the only having the attack potential of 1 die. Is you basically knew what your play was going to be. You didn't have have a chance of like, oh yeah, we're gonna get a different result. It's like, well, no, you're not. There are no other results. 2 bleed, 2 blind for 0, or another perforate. We only really need the 1 perforate because perforate's kind of expensive. Where to put it becomes the question. Or do I even put it anywhere? I'll put it in place of a regular attack there. That might be a mistake because we are losing damage potential, but I think it'll be okay. 5 extra resolve for next combat. Yeah, this is the power of perforate right here. Wham! Dead instantly. This is why I wanted that. It's hard to argue with 15 damage when you're early on like this. Yeah, he had stealth to reduce that damage, but he still took a decent amount. It's a good thing his attack pattern is a little stupid, because he had the expose effect on me, which would have been a problem if he didn't wait till now. Oh, and I just got exceedingly unlucky, so never mind, he gets to make use of the fact that he gave me extra damage. I shouldn't have said anything until now. Now I can call him stupid all I want because he's dead. Calm down actually kind of came back to bite me a couple times, so I don't know if I really want that. Cold calculation would have been great if I'd taken it when we had the hide option, but I think I will still grab cold calculation. I just won't put it on anything yet. We'll back pocket that one because currently it would do nothing. But I do see the potential in that. Not that I didn't see it before, I saw it when we first looked at it. But I'm now more inclined to use that potential for something. Goddamn bug bombers. Well, I ruined my own attack there, I think. But it'll still work out because we will still clear the bomber. There we go. And the rat man is still weakened. Come on, finish falling over. There you go. I could have moved the other die, but it was funnier just to see how long it took for that to finish toppling over. I only just now noticed the snail running a shop in the background there. How I didn't notice that, I'm gonna blame on the brain fog. There we go. Just poke out both of his eyes again. And forget to use the attack that it gave me, so good job, brain. Because now he's gonna live to attack me, and that upsets me. Like, he's not even gonna actually do significant damage. He's just mostly going to offend me by daring to attack me. There we go. Well, we got the option for hide again. Drowsy is also actually a surprisingly good thought now that I've seen more of how the enemy's regen is. But we'll take the hide. Because we can combine that with cold calculation, which they probably should be on separate dice, but we don't really have extra dice to be doing that right now. Once we have the third die here, we'll probably split that up. And that's exactly the result I was afraid of with this, is getting cold calculation when we have no stealth stacks. We'll just burn it anyway. It's fine. I could have rerolled, but I don't think it was necessary to reroll there. On the bright side, we can keep stacking blind on him enough that he should have most of his damage mitigated. Like, obviously it never goes above taking a quarter off of it, but a quarter is still pretty good. Get one heart off of him, dodge his attack. Oh, that's where I went wrong there. it flips to cold calculation off of the dodge. I need to move which side that's on. And as you probably have noticed, you can cheat a little bit with the dice because you can knock them around with each other. So you could technically force it to land in a position that you want it to land in. He's about to hit like a house right now. Oh, thanks to the expose. Ow. Thankfully, we managed to mitigate that with the blind a bit, though. Just unfortunately, we're getting all the wrong results for him to be dead. Like he's supposed to be. Yep, there goes our first heart of this run. And our second one because of the burn. Ew. Technically, no, the bleed wouldn't even kill him in that situation, so let's reroll that. The problem with burning our rerolls for a fight like this is we don't get any rerolls back so far, so it would be a bit of a problem. Fucking cold calculation. Say I don't get any rerolls back, immediately just keep burning rerolls left and right. There we go, fight's over. Get perforated. There we go, now that we have another die to use, now we can make something happen here. Give me cold calculation back. We'll turn that into an attack. And then this one will have all of these things. This is gonna change over time, but for now that'll do. Worst case, we end up having cold calculation come up and not do anything still. The market could be good to go to, but it also could be a very good idea to go to the tent that's up there. There is an event and a chest on this path before the market too, though. No, I genuinely think I have to go this way. As much as the tent would be the safe play, I think I need the potential power increase. Oh good, it landed on a blank face. That's exactly what I needed. Hit you, kill you, suffer because that blank doesn't do anything. It's not a terrible roll. Because now we knock out 2 of his hearts, and then we knock out the last one. Perforate really is just our claim to fame move right now. Power shot is 10 damage and 2 bleed per star. Exploit weakness, we actually are putting enough debuffs on that exploit weakness can work. So we'll take that. And we'll put that on the aggro die here. Which one's the top? That one. So we'll put perforate on the top. That over there. Okay. Sweet. And now we can fill in the last spot so it doesn't end up a completely useless roll if it lands on that. Now it's the event. Poisoned horse. You find a wounded horse with a swollen snout from a snake bite. We can administer first aid, try an herbal remedy, leave, or put it out of its misery. So, fun fact, in my test game, to audio balance and everything, I encountered this event, and administering first aid... Oh, it actually tells you once you've done it once. That's very nice of them. It got me 5 poison and a random dice ability. I'm gonna try the herbal remedy this time. You scour the forest for medicinal herbs that could counteract the snake's venom. You gain 5 stealth and a reroll charge. Okay, so you can get rerolls back, you just have to do events correctly. And the 5 stealth will help us out for a bit here. I think I would have rather do the other option at the end of the day, but well, you gotta learn somewhere, somehow. I should have attacked him first, as it turns out. But I think the results would have been the same anyway. What's that do? Oh, you damage reflect. Okay, the yellow ones have damage reflection. Gotta keep that in mind. Good news is he's dead anyway. So all that damage reflection is for naught. Bushwhack, Jagged Bolt, Ricochet. Bushwhack is a very good move. So is Ricochet, but I feel like I want Bushwhack more. Because what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep... Wait. Flip die to the top, which flips it there. But if I put Dramatic Display here, flip to the top brings it to... What if I put it there? That flips it to that. That's also fine. Apparently top changes definition based on where on the die it is, which seems only technically correct. Exhausting an ability grants 1 power, reroll first roll of combat, does 1 damage for all stars. We'll take the contain music. And we'll put it on this one, because what I'll do is I'll always roll this one first. And then just slam the other dice at it to guarantee the damage. And off to the shop we go. What do you got for me? Ricochet, spread shot, safe house, knockout gas. We'll take the knockout gas and the safe house. Fake evidence, smoke bomb, trail of blood, and jagged bolt. Trail of blood is actually gonna be pretty nice. 2 free damage at the start of every turn. Except I can't afford it, because all the power ones seem to be more expensive. So, never mind, guess we're not buying that. Fake evidence I may as well take, because it is actually a useful move. Now we'll start rearranging this one a bit. The fake evidence, the safe house, the drowsy. We're doing the bit again where this is like a utility die. It does a little of everything. That shop was not as helpful as I wanted it to be, but it did help. Okay, make that guy drowsy so he doesn't... Why did that double? Oh, that's fine. Now he gets no resolve per turn at all. Ooh. Don't like the fact that he's gonna do double damage. That otter over there is real dangerous. Fake evidence. I don't have any stealth still. Thankfully he is afflicted with a debuff, so I can do that and do that. Which didn't actually do as much as I wanted it to, but it's okay. Free damage is helping me take his health down. There we go. Oh, I fucked up. Well, that's fine. That costs 2. Let's not use that. At least knock him into a killable position there. Let's not sacrifice more than necessary there. I thought about unexhausting that, but at the end of the day, all that would have done was hurt me. And now he's dead. We could get Harass back. Harass was nice to have, so we'll take that back. In case you haven't figured it out, by the way, the goal here is all roads lead to Rome. In this case, all sides lead to Perforate. I was trying to hit them hard enough to knock them over. Reroll that. That's an interesting thought, actually. The damage from the bouncing stayed even after I rerolled, didn't it? This configuration kinda sucks. Yeah, they didn't get the resolve back, so actually there's a trick to that, I guess. You can just like slowly chip at things that way. So many bots, so little time. Wow, their URLs for that are getting worse too. Incredible. It's kind of a waste to blast you with this. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. Just keep you from getting your resolve back and then dodge one of the hits. Actually, yeah. I should have thought that through differently. It's fine. I forgot I was gonna get the extra attack. Enjoy being irrelevant, pheasant man. Ow. You pheasant peasant. Well, glad I am also gonna be super relevant in this fight right now. While I block everything forever. I'm gonna take Powerful Shot this time and replace Jagged Bolt with that. This is one less bleed, but it's guaranteed 10 damage. We have so many basic attacks just in our ability pool. Caged Bird. You find small cages hanging from twisted trees. Spotting a trapped bird, its mournful song touches your heart. That's a chicken. I don't think chickens really sing. Just so you know, developers, I don't think chickens do the whole singing thing like most birds do. And that definitely looks like a chicken. We can free the bird, kill it, investigate the cages, or leave. Let's just investigate the cages in general. I don't particularly care about freeing a chicken. You find 20 gold in one of the cages. Well, that was worthless. Anyway, moving on. I probably should have, like, freed the chicken. I probably would have been rewarded for that. Because this is definitely the kind of game that sometimes it will punish good deeds and sometimes it won't. So, can I say that I'm happy to see that the bot that's trying to spam stupid stuff in my chat is called Strong-Willed Impertinence. Like, you cannot have a better name for an annoying bot that tries to do spam messages than something like that. Let's just wait that out because our resolve will tank that hit. If I had hit him first, we would have ended up taking a heart loss there. There we go. Undercover, aim for the eyes, safe house. We do have blind, so let's take aim for the eyes. Hit him in the eyes. He won't be able to see a thing. He certainly won't see it coming, that's for sure. Get a heart back and time to fight the awful nightmare bug over here. Brass. We have yet to have Hyde come up, haven't we? I'm pretty confident Hyde has literally never been rolled ever since we put it on the list here. I don't know why I burned my dodge aside from to get the extra attack in, which was probably a bad idea. Because now it just wears off without accomplishing anything. Go ahead and expose him, perforate him again. Now take note that the first attack of perforate is the only one that gets doubled. Because you see 10-5-5 out of that. Which is unfortunate. Oh, we got a bunch of exhausted stuff in the pool. Let's start fixing that. On the bright side, we are cutting through its health faster this time, but also we are going to potentially burn to death faster. I'm just gonna risk it on that one because we can get so many hard stone in there. This could have been a bad idea, except I hit the wrong die. Oh hey, there's my stealth, just in time for me not to need it. And by not need it, I mean it doesn't actually help. Oh yeah, you can look at all the sides on a die, by the way, by right-clicking them. Well, now, genuinely doesn't matter if I stealth up, but I may as well. Stealth up, safe house. We're losing the heart either way, so we may as well take advantage of it. Oh no, he bled out. Never mind, we're good. Everything's fine. I forgot he still had a damage effect on him. Ignore what I said. Everything is fine. This one's basically fine as it is. Swap that for a regular attack. We'll put the power shot on this one. And just like load that up with basic attacks otherwise. There we go. Now that we have 4 dice again, we can actually do some more maneuvers here. Tea ceremony. A group of cultists, each masked in an enigmatic guise, stand encircled around one central figure. The central cultist holds a teacup brimming with eerie, flickering flames. One of us, one of us. You choose to partake in the ceremony with the ghostly cultists. You gain 3 ethereal. Receive half damage for 3 turns. You know what? I can live with that. More events. Mask Maker. The Mask Maker gestures towards the masks, inviting you to consider purchasing one of the spectral artifacts. You can buy a beast mask for 1 Garmonbosia, 1 vampire mask, or 1 ghost mask. Give me the vampire mask. You gain 5 max resolve. Not what I would have expected from a vampire mask. I was kind of hoping for lifesteal. Well, never mind. It was worth a try, I suppose. Pair of ghost dogs. Safe house up. Block. Block. Now we don't have to worry about their attacks. Barka, barka, barka. Though I didn't really have to worry about their attacks to begin with, thanks to the ethereal bonus we had. So I was being kind of silly even thinking about that in the first place. 1 down. Second one severely weakened. And thankfully they lose the pack hunter bonus, since the other ghost dog's gone. And that's the end of that. Now, admittedly, I might regret spending one of my Garbo and Bozia, but I'm just kind of hoping that's going to be fine. And we'll actually take Watch and Learn now to replace the basic attack at the bottom of this one. Is the kicker to that being it's a way to heal my resolve, which might actually save the day with how we're just kind of spending resolve like it's going out of style. Ghost tea. You find a broken tea kettle lying amidst the shadows. To your surprise, the kettle appears to be filled not with ordinary tea, but with a ghostly, ethereal substance. So we can taste the brew, leave it behind, give it to a ghost, or analyze the tea kettle. I am curious what kind of tea kettle can contain a ghost. That's already an interesting concept from the word go. Is it a special kind of porcelain? Is it like fancy ceramic inlaid with like runes or something? There's a lot of ways that you could make something like that work. I just don't know how this would be explained. I don't feel like drinking the ghost tea. Drinking the ghost tea seems like a bad idea. Giving it to a ghost, though, might be appreciated. They might be happy about that. Leaving it behind seems like a non-starter. That's just not going to accomplish anything. I'm going to analyze the kettle. Apparently, it was money. Okay. That seems like a disappointing result, but it is what it is. Take evidence. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. And then just not even bother with that other idea. I need to get more stealth effects before my cold calculation plan actually accomplishes anything. I say as cold calculation comes up again. At the rate cold calculation comes up at the wrong time, I may as well have 3 dice. Which is upsetting. Accidentally BMing the ghost here because I didn't realize that I had already had enough to kill him. Let's put a hide here. So let's move cold calculation off of this die if we're gonna put a hide there. And we'll just kick it on down to this one. Yeah, that's fine. With 2 hides, it should be more viable to make it happen. Yes, actually, take the giant thumb. Because we have a couple things that allow for flipping, don't we? So, yeah, because this one allows for a flip. So basically, this just gives 5 extra block to fake evidence, which will be pretty good for us. That should work well. I'm throwing my dice in the wrong order. Oh, of course, and the hide on the original one that had hide comes up now. Of course. Just unload everything on it. That is the one nice thing about most of my setups so far, is we can put out a lot of damage, as is the way I'm usually doing things. Okay, now we're just getting all of the stealth stacks. Okay, I see you, game. Getting all the stealth stacks when I don't need them. But now that it's happening more, maybe I should actually invest in cold calculation further. He says knowing that's a bad idea, and I'm actually going to take distraction and start farming for confusion effects. We just won't put it on anything yet. Because at the very least, distraction gains some defense, regardless of what the effect you end up getting is. So it's at least not a dead face. Whereas cold calculation can quite literally end up being a dead face. You can tell when the amount my brain is firing changes when an idea just completely gets shelved randomly. Because I just suddenly realize, oh yeah, you know what, that idea was stupid. There's backstab, because we do have decent amounts of stealth, so backstab can work, so we'll take that. And even, again, that's one that doesn't become a dead face if you have things land wrong, because it'll still do damage. And we're actually almost to the ghost kettle this time. There we go, there's all of our free damage. This one has the least health, so we should probably get rid of it. Hit it. Hit it. Perforate for the kill. Shouldn't that have reduced their damage? I guess that doesn't take effect immediately. Huh. Well, that's upsetting. Because all I did was give myself a bunch of scare stacks, which is a problem. I'm at that point. Hide. Fake evidence. And we'll just wait, because this will get actually, no. I can use change of plans so that I can actually still at least activate that. I'm not going to activate perforate here, because we don't have the resolve to use it. Yeah, that free damage is actually kind of stupidly effective. Our blocks up. Perforate. There we go. We did exhaust perforate with that move, but he's low enough on health, we should be okay. Especially if I just bully him with my free attacks. And there we go, fight's over. Of the three, we could grab undercover to start having confusion stacks. And if I'm gonna bother to make use of distraction, then I kind of do need a method of gaining confusion stacks. So we'll put undercover there. We'll see how effective it is before I put distraction somewhere, which would probably end up being on this one and somewhere. So actually, sure, you know what, we'll just put it there immediately. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. Golden skull, rabbit's foot. Yep, yep. Oh, actually, no, I can't do that. Because I think that's only all stars that are on the one that's rolling. Otherwise, I'd start having this do double damage, which would be hilarious. Do I have any sides that care about? Yeah, it is drowsy per star on this, and it is heal per star on that. But this already has the toe. Ah. Okay, here is the cunning scheme then. You. Give me the fake evidence and the toe. You don't get those anymore. You get the rabbit's foot. And then you take the jagged bolt, because it'll now actually be effective. And you take the toe and the fake evidence. There you go. So fake evidence flips to that attack. That's okay. I wanted to make sure it wasn't gonna just flip to the useless cold calculation. Okay, we got more guys swinging random haunted property around. Off of these choices. Yeah, see, that has 4 stars on it. That's 12 bleed. That's way better than that has ever done for me in the past. Expose you. We could put even more bleed on it. Fuck it, more bleed. Perforate the hell out of it. And now it just dies to all that bleeding. We are very scared, but it'll be probably okay. Sure, go undercover, change plans, block. We're not in a great position right now. I am going to almost certainly lose a heart here. So at that point, just commit to the bit. Just go all in. Because that heart's doomed either way. But thankfully, the confusion starts counteracting the scare. This would be great if I had any of the blind effects active at the moment, but he is still confused. So we can actually use distraction here. Except, apparently I can't? Oh, I had to select him for it. Okay. We are out of resolve, which is a problem. Which means I would be exhausting any of these to use them. Worth it? Worth it. Because now we put the bleed on him, that'll chip him down. We are going to lose our heart here, though, because I hit him. And apparently that made his attack go up one. Right, because I broke a heart. Which means he's gonna gain more attack. Yep. Okay. Mistakes were made, but we'll make it work. My biggest problem with this game so far is the fact that I keep overspending. Like, pretty horrifically consistently overspending. Sure, another hide. Because the thing is, I am putting a bunch of more expensive effects on these dice. Like, from the word go, that was definitely something that was going to cause me a problem. And I knew that going into it. But it's causing more of a problem than I had anticipated. Well, at the very least, we get that heart back right before giant tea kettle of doom. You know, not what I was expecting this to look like. Especially since it's a lot smaller than it looked like on the map. It does have 200 resolve, but only one heart, though. It's got brewing, increase resolve regen by 6 for each bounce player makes in the last turn. So you're punishing me for my shenanigans. That's what I'm hearing. So it's about to gain, like, shed loads of resolve regen here. That's what makes this difficult, then. Okay. Yep, so it regens all of the damage I just did to it. So let's not do my shenanigans, then, if I can help it. I say as I bounce every die ever, because it's hard to not actually bounce them. But we can knock that regen down a bunch. Get 30 block from cold calculation for a change. There we go. I have to, like, almost just drop the dice instead of really rolling them with any serious force. There we go. He doesn't get anything back this time, thanks to the pile of drowsy I put on him. This is not going to do anything. Let's go ahead and boost our resolve back up a bit, because he's going to hit us decently hard here. Okay, he's stunned right now. Which seems like a lie based on the top bit there, but We'll find out what's going on here in a second. Yeah, thankfully he still has enough drowsy on him that he doesn't gain anything from that. Go ahead and hit him with some more blind, keep his attack low. He's only doing 6 at the moment, so we can commit to that. Okay. Yeah, he wasn't actually attacking at all anyway, as it had claimed, but I didn't believe it. There we go. Bolster our resolve a bit. It's only doing 1 damage this turn, so I don't really need to pay attention to its attack. I could exhaust the dodge to negate that, but I think I'm just gonna let it be. Just chip its health down. Because it'll knock my resolve down by 1, which is fine. Yeah, it still has a bunch of drowsy on it. Keep it blinded. If I use this, I will lose a heart. So let's just not. Let's leave that alone. This way our resolve can tank for us some more. We've got a good move going on here. It's just going to be a slow plod to victory. Go ahead and keep building our resolve back up. He's doing 9, but we can block most of that. So we can freely attack him more significantly this time. And I could have dodged, but I still don't think it's worth dodging with the damage it's putting out right now. Didn't intend to bounce there, but it's okay, because he doesn't actually have much to use against that right now. Yeah, he's gonna gain 6 resolve right now. Oh no, what a shame. Meanwhile, we gain 11. Get a bunch of block to counter his attack. And just keep chipping him down. Eventually, we will have success because of just slowly whittling. Not quite the bounce I wanted, but that's okay. We have no confusion on him, so distraction's useless. Safe house will help a lot, though. He's currently doing exactly 12, so we're fine. We can go ahead and just hit him. Oh, well, he was also stunned. Never mind. Stealth. Oh, there we go. Stealth and stabbing. Perfect combination. So we get him exposed, and we can hit him. Hit him. This does nothing right now. And he'll do a whole 2 damage, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, the fact that we had a powerful drowsy effect, I think literally just shut this boss's mechanic down. Which is pretty funny. And now we have a 5th die to use. And even more of the meta currency, which is the more important part. The problem is we have just like nothing but basic stuff to put in it. Well, yes, it's just gonna be a basic bitch of a die then, huh? We'll throw a defend in there just to be on the safe side. And we're gonna get a heart back. And onward we go. Oh, these have Black hearts. Apply 3 bleed when wounded. Uh-oh. That could be bad for me. I say, Because here's the thing, that means if all of them hit me, except one, you know, assuming there's an enemy left for the bleed to hurt, that means that is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 bleed that's gonna be on me if I don't, like, clear all of that. So, yeah. Yeah, that's upsetting. Make sure he doesn't regen. Hit him. I could just kill him outright right now. That will set me up for failure to a certain degree, but I think it's still better to clear him regardless. That bleed is gonna be brutal, though. But that does leave me with, like, the 2 options of either rush down as fast as I can or ensure that I can put up sufficient defenses just to mitigate the bleed, which, since I just lost all my resolve again, seems highly unlikely. Here, taste your own medicine. I'm gonna lose a heart here one way or the other, so let's just go for it. A little bit. Good night, ABC. I've made mistakes right now. Oh wait, he dies here. We're fine. Everything's fine. Okay, I really thought I'd messed that up completely and we were about to be in serious trouble. Oh hey, we had an event pop up where Phoenix Feather could have been used. And I think I'm gonna take that, actually. Gain 15 resolve and wounded once per combat seems very useful. And we can just slap that in the new die right now, since it doesn't have any need for any specific cores. An event or a shop, an event or a shop. The worst part is this path has even more stuff going on. But we do get 2 events at the end of the path over here. The shop is trading... Actually, no, because there's only 1 chest per path either way. So yeah, we'll... Oh, wait. Oh, I fucked up. The shop was actually connected to a completely different path. If you look really closely, you'll see that there's a second dotted line coming out of where we just were. And I did not realize that. I thought this was connected to that. I got screw-jobbed. So I guess we're going this way then. No shop for us. Wall of Eyes. You enter a dark corridor, seemingly endless. You realize that the darkness is not empty. It is filled with countless eyes staring back at you. Offer 1 Garmambosia to the beastly eyes, offer 2 to the lizard's eyes, offer 3 to the empty eyes. I don't really want to offer any of these. But based on the amount we still have at base, because I think we had 4? We can get away with spending a little bit in order to be able to still afford the magician. So I will give 2 to the lizard eyes. You trade 2 Garmambosia for Hypnozard Blessing. You gain 3 reroll charges. Okay, you know what? That was actually probably worth it. Rerolls are kind of sparse, so that might be important. Sparse, I don't think it matters. Just bully this die in the corner here. There we go. Didn't pull any of the blind, which is unfortunate. Get our safe house up. Gonna start putting the bleed on ourselves, which is unfortunate as well, but it'll be okay. Just pull a bunch of effects all in one turn here. It is nice of the game that your block stays until after bleed ticks. So you don't actually have to worry about miscalculating an effect as far as that goes. He doesn't have a debuff on him right now. Fuck it, we ball. Apparently I still don't have enough to unexhaust that. Which is weird because it says 4, but whatever, game. What does that do? Gain 1 stack when attacked, increase attack damage by number of stacks. Oh, it's swinging like a damn punching bag. You hit it a bunch and it'll swing back at you as hard as you hit it. That's upsetting. That is definitively upsetting. Which is why I'm gonna stab it. Just rip all of its health out of the way. We are gonna lose a heart to the bleed, I think. No, we're fine. Sometimes these calculations are very strange, and I actually disagree with them. But at the same time, I'll take it because it was in my favor. Now it flipped to an exhausted thing, though. This could be bad. Because it's gonna swing back at me and it's gonna hurt. Yep, this is gonna hurt me. Because we take that hit, which loses us a heart. We take the bleed damage, which loses us some of that resolve we just gained. Die. That was upsetting. This is similarly upsetting, actually. I'll take the dramatic display. Put that on this one. Just so it has something to do that is more useful. Ancient Talon. Eye of Cog. Rabbit's Foot. 1 defense on Star is actually useful, too. Good question, Sarah. Good question. And hope you're doing well today, Sarah. None of those things have labels, so I don't actually know what they are. It's some kind of weird swinging heart that makes you bleed when you hit it. It's very strange. I'm assuming it's not meant to make sense. Do I have any that don't have something in them already? No, everything has something in it already. Well, 1 defense on Star is better than 5 on Flip. Basically, yeah. All because of this meteor over here that we are, in our best judgment possible, running straight towards as fast as we can. Because we gotta go touch the weird shiny thing. Exactly. As you can see, it's doing all kinds of great things to the wildlife and the locals. This guy got turned into a lizard man with a horrible freak face. Guy with a cow head, sort of, I guess, maybe. A lot of things are happening here. There's a lot to unpack with just anything I'm looking at on the screen right now. Which is why we just stab it first and think about it afterwards. It's safer that way. Oh good, I gain less defense now. Good. Good. Exactly. Just hit it as hard as I can and pretend I didn't see anything. And it bleeds out. There we go. Yeah, just one more thing. Throw that in there. Go. Eeny, meeny, miny, that one. Oh, it's the Wall of Eyes again. Well, we can't afford to give away any more Garmonbosia. Unless I really think I'm gonna win, so no, we're just gonna walk away. You chose to cautiously retreat from the dark corridor. You know, the probably wise decision, just leave those weird eyes behind. Yeah, you know. Business as usual. There's walls of eyes in every bit of darkness, right? That's nothing unusual. I'm sure that's fine. You always make business deals with those. I mean, yeah. They're nowhere near as creepy as they look most of the time. There we go. Exactly. They don't want to miss a thing. I really thought that die was gonna get stuck there at that angle. Would have been very funny. Gonna get rid of that one. Yeah. That's what makes these stars on them appear, is the more you make them bounce around, the more stars you get, and some dice actually rely on that for their effects. I think I'm about to lose another wound here. Nope. Oh, that's why the bleed calculations haven't been making sense. The stealth effect that reduces damage by half actually affects bleed. I'm so sneaky, even my own blood doesn't know where I am. Which is quite the sentence now that I've said that out loud, but you know what? That's the life we live at this point. Oh god, all of these dice are exhausted. Honestly, understandable. Just blind it more. Think I did the math right? We'll find out in a second. Nope. Nope, everything went wrong. Fallen London is a very interesting whole world there. There we go, just get the kill. Exactly. Yeah, Shadow Step will actually be huge for us at this point. Because we can just keep getting rid of our problems. Put that up there. Put that there. Remind me, I'm just working magic with dice here. Yep, that'll work. Then we'll put the blood in the eyes over here. There we go. Yeah, I got exposed to Fallen London via Sunless Seas first. Then I actually looked into the separate thing that Fallen London had, though I never did too much with it. It's a very, very strange world, but I definitely spent a lot of time when I was playing Sunless Seas trying to make sense of any of it. Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure it was most people's first exposure to it because it was a very very, very unknown thing until that came about. Not that it became much more knowable or understandable after that either, but you know. I have made a very fundamental miscalculation here. But it's fine. We'll just hit the change of plans button and wait it out. I didn't know about 2 new games. I thought I'd only heard about 1. But it's good to see that that's still getting attention, because it definitely deserves it. There we go, 52 block. That should protect me for this turn. That is a very interesting combination of concepts, but at the same time, I can picture it working immediately. I mean, that's what that should be, is very heavily reactive to player choice. And that's kind of where that group shines, is having things affect other things, even if you may not necessarily be aware that insert thing affected other thing. Yeah, that'll work. Just chain those effects together. Well, you know, it doesn't always work, especially when you're going for something very complicated. It can be a very hit or miss concept with a unfortunately high rate of miss. Exactly. They went for shoot for the stars, and even if you miss, you're up there somewhere. They just happen to take that a little more literally. There we go, spread confusion. Exactly. They might have broke a few mines in the process, but you know, those mines probably needed to be broke anyway if it was that easy to mess with them. Go, pop that. Exactly, they'll get over it. They have become enlightened in a potentially mentally dangerous way. So there's a fundamental problem with all of the dice on my table right now, and that is the fact that none of them will deal damage. The good news is this thing's gonna bleed a lot. So, oh, there we go. Never mind. I just didn't want to wait for the bleed because I also had a lot of bleed on me. Take aim for the eyes, because we do still have a decent amount of blinding effects, which we should still be able to leverage. And even if I can't, it does more damage than a regular attack. Okay. We are almost to the meteor. We only have 3 more fights to get through, as I'm steadily hemorrhaging health. But you know, it's fine. It's totally fine. Nothing can possibly go wrong at all. It takes a little bit to understand some of it. Exactly. It's a little weird, but that's kind of the draw for it, is that it's a little weird. There we go. Get rid of him. Tank the damage. Tank that damage too. I took a very big risk there to just kill off the other one, but I think it's gonna work out. You know, I don't think that's supposed to be up there. I don't think it's supposed to be on top of the other one. Well, I've done that, but that's fine. It's totally fine. Everything is okay, probably. Exactly. There is one fundamental flaw I have here, and that is I don't have enough resolve to attack as much as I'm going to potentially need to. Okay, I was wondering how that was going to interact when I pulled the other die out from under it. I was half expecting it to roll to a different face. And that was kind of what I was hoping for, because the sleeping gas is not going to be that helpful right now. I could re-roll. He isn't attacking. I'm actually gonna just bide my time, because I need to watch out for that bleed, since we're down to our last heart. Because for the benefit of anybody who's coming part way along here, our health bar there is our resolve, and that is also what we spend on every move we make. So I have to play a constant balancing act to not die. It's kind of brutal. I don't... Okay, it's set on backflip right now. That'll dodge that attack, but that's completely useless to us. It's where we're gonna block for days, so we'll just wait that out. Unfortunately, all that block just goes to heaven, but that's okay. He is still blind, so we can hit him with boosted damage here. Exactly. Oh, but we have no resolve, so those are exhausting instead of flipping. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need to burn my reroll or we might be hosed here. Okay, we're fine. I got the broken amount of stealth defense back, so we're okay for the second. That was almost a very fundamental failure of intelligence on my part. Knock out another heart. We are still in grave danger. Okay, it's counting that as being on the defend side, and the defend is expensive because it's flipped a bunch. Right now it depends on if they round up or down with the 11, but he is also attacking for 5 is the problem. Jagged Bolt will only be 1 hit of damage, so that won't kill him. I have to exhaust that defend and just kind of hope. I'm so glad I'm too stealthy for my own blood. Okay. Hit him. Hit him. Get me out of here. Oh. Elementary Rebuke will be huge at this point. Because of all the bouncing, it'll hit more and more times depending on how many times the die is bounced. So that will be an incredibly powerful attack for us. Wait, this doesn't have... No, it does have a core. I just moved too fast, so it didn't actually get a chance to render the core. Oh, good, it's these things again. Great. That's what I wanted to see. With all due sarcasm. Well, this kind of works. So we just rip through that. Just keep on ripping. And realize I've made a fundamental miscalculation, and we're dead. It's that simple sometimes. You just make one bad bit of math, and suddenly you're a corpse. Ooh. I need this. I need this effect right here. This will be very useful so that I can start getting health back, though slow wins the race could be huge as well. This is fine, because now I can become someone else. We can be a magician. Use the power of illusion to mislead your enemies instead of a detective. Let's see how this works out for us. Unfortunately, you know, we're all the way back here now, but, you know, that's fine. Oh, there's the giant petrified rooster again. We investigated it last time and nothing good happened. Oh, wait, no, we checked the surroundings. Let's investigate the statue this time. Hey, we got a core. Neat. There's something shiny at the base of the statue. You gain a die core and 4 exposed. Well, you know, that's fine. What does the core do that we got? Prevents exhaustion of sides during an infinite combo with the slotted die. Great, I got a sentient carrot. Because that's what I need. Well, you know what? You just live in there. What does the other one do? Apply 5 flame per star. Okay. Relatively basic, but a little more aggressive than the detective starting set. Huh. Oh yeah, what's your ability? Consume all basic elemental stacks from enemies, gain 1 elemental power per stack. Oh good, it's just a whole other mechanic I'm gonna have to figure out. Okay. I'm about to take yes amounts of damage thanks to the exposed we're starting with. These cost 2. Hey there, Vale, how you doing? Much spin. I'm gonna just go ahead and reroll immediately here. We need at least 1 block before I will be comfortable doing any actions here. There we go. I mean, it could be if it tries hard enough. Yeah, very similar, Vale, honestly. Just kind of doing what I can. There we go, set him on fire. Yeah. It's a deck building game of dice, so it's very strange, but very fun. Ow. It certainly was a choice to make when brain is tired to play something that I have to learn to understand. There we go. Apply 3 wind, which reduces damage dealt, spreads basic elemental status effects to other enemies. Ooh. Sacrifice a heart to regain all resolve. Deal 5 damage, apply 3 ice. I like the idea of the wind effects. Yeah, exactly. It's a choice, but it works out most of the time. It can get very confusing sometimes. Yeah, we'll put it on the other one. Honestly, completely understandable, Sarah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go with that. I do kind of want the chest for another dice core, but let's go this way. Get our heart back. See what this event has for us. Caged bird. You find small cages hanging from the twisted trees. Spotting a trapped bird, its mournful song touches your heart. That's still a chicken game. It's definitely a chicken. Investigating them was useless before. Let's set the chicken free. You decide to release the poor creature from its confines. You feel righteous. You gain 5 temporary resolve. Yet again, worthless. Love that for me. Okay, we had a rat man and a pheasant man again. Oh good, just all defense all the time, huh? Well, it will block all the damage, so I guess I'll just waste a turn. You know, this is just a turn where so much happened. Save that, because we can spend the resolve and then get it back. Kill off one of his hearts. We are about to take a lot of damage, but we'll be okay. There went half our health. And we're about to make it worse. So he's dead. We block his attack. Just kind of calculating in my head as fast as I can. Thank you for converting your sub from Prime M to Tier 1 there, Vale. Much appreciated. Curse you, expiration dates. There, I shall set a pheasant on fire in your honor. Oh, if he gets his stacks up, he's going to summon more dudes, and I don't want that. Wind. Oh! You've triggered an elemental combo. The magician wields 5 elemental status effects: flame, ice, earth, thunder, and wind. Combine any 2 different elemental statuses on one enemy to create a combo. For example, mix flame and ice to make a melt combo. Wind doesn't combo, but spreads basic elemental statuses to nearby enemies, paving the way for future combos. I don't know why they call it a combo when it doesn't actually combine. I feel like that should just be a basic effect instead of being called a combo. Oh, he summoned his friend anyway. Well, ow. Curse you, army of pheasants with shotguns. Goddamn pheasant peasants. Peasant pheasants, pheasants, peasants. That Chalice with the Malice. No, don't even start that. No. Deal 3 per wind stack on each monster. Deal 6, flip to the left if monster has thunder. Spring of Life. Ooh, 10 for each unused die this turn. Okay. I do like the idea of the thunder, though. We don't have any thunder effects right now, but we can start, like, leveraging that to at least be more aggressive. Because right now we keep ending up not being able to take initiative, like, at all. Which that'll start getting fixed once we start getting more dice as well. Did you end up getting any sicker, Vale, or is it just still just kind of there and being upsetting? Sure, we can start applying ice, see if that melt combo is worth anything. Toss that up there. Okay. I mean, it may be that we drained a little too hard yesterday, too, considering we seem to have both ended up in brain fog land. Pack of rodents. You suddenly hear rustling in the undergrowth. Before you can react, a swarm of menacing rodents bursts forth, surrounding you. We can fight them, try to escape, try to distract them with gold, or lure them. Oh, absolutely. It was 100% worth it. Just, I'm also acknowledging, like, you know, maybe we might have overspent with the bank we had. It's just a stoat and a rat. I don't think they're that threatening. I'm not gonna give them any of my money, and I feel no need to run. Let's bait him into a trap. That sounds like a good idea. Using your wit, you try to distract the rodents, and then I didn't get to read the rest of that. Because it clearly didn't work. Yeah, exactly. Give them all 2 ice. Ooh, that reduces their resolve regen. That's actually going to be very helpful. And they all buffed themselves up. Okay. I can work that. Go ahead and set you on fire to see what the melt combo does. Or not? I continue to not understand game mechanics. Because he has ice on him, and that... Oh, no, I made a stupid mistake. I realized what I did. I didn't bounce the dice so there wasn't a star on it, so it didn't actually set any fire. Let's find out what elemental power does. Next attack damage increased by number of stacks. Well, that's disappointing. I was kind of hoping for, like, increased elemental effects or something instead of just more raw damage. But more raw damage is helpful. We certainly need it right now. Considering the situation I have placed myself in. And this guy with his double damage is a problem. Well, there go, some hearts. I didn't need those anyway. The only heart that matters is the last one. It's fine. This, however, is less fine, but at least they're not attacking right now, so we'll just keep rolling with it. Though I think this run might be ending very quickly, based on the way I'm playing like a fool. Great. I'm so glad this ended up exactly the same. So glad. So glad. Magician might be a harder start. At least till I understand the elemental mechanics more. There we go, that's better. See, that's the magical part. Magical failure. Okay, melt makes him take extra damage. So that's also not as exciting as I'd hoped. But at least it will work. I still appreciate the attempt. I'ma die now, under a hail of gunfire from an army of angry rodents. Huh, that did nothing. That is a very good question. I mean, The Sims does seem like an ideal brain fog game, because you don't really have to think too much about that. Well, this is nothing but a shame that I've rolled the worst things I could possibly roll for this situation. I mean, that is also true. Yeah, because he had his stealth up, I couldn't even hurt him. Because he just regened immediately. We are in the worst position we could be in right now. Die. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Ironically enough, most of the time when I'm sick and brain is not braining very well, I end up playing a lot of things like this to begin with. So it just kind of naturally led to this exact situation happening, and we're dead. That's fine, we got our first unlock for the Magician, and we now understand game mechanics. Slightly. Oh, why did it default back? Game, you're stupid. I just want you to know, video game, you're stupid. Because it immediately defaulted back to the detective. It's like, here, you suck at this. Go back to the base class, and I refuse. I will not be sent back. No. Pathing wise, let's go this way. Because there's an event down here. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad this is just a waste of time turn here. Just not even gonna bother pushing those buttons. They will accomplish nothing. Set him on fire. I'll give this game one thing. At least Resolve comes back completely after a fight's over. So you don't have to worry about, like, retaining a certain amount of resolve at the end of a fight. You just need to have not burnt hearts. There we go. A little bit smoother. Deal 6 and apply 4 earth. Even though the tooltip is telling me about flame. Oh, because it was doing the thing again. Okay. Yeah, 4 flame... Eruption. Deal 2 damage for each flame stack, consume flame stacks, so just instant burns for double. Sand Burial. Deal 6 damage and apply 4 earth. They receive less defense with earth, which is kind of meh. And apply 1 ghostly chill per star, flip to the top. And that is an increase to regen. Does that increase my regen then? Let's find out. That seems like it might actually be good if it works the way it sounds like it does. Yeah, and remember, top is relative as far as these dice go, so since that's technically already on the top for it would actually be the bottom, which is a sentence and a half, and just unpack it as best you can. We'll just go from there. Huh. Well, guess this hand is doing nothing. Making me sleepy. I'm already sleepy enough. I'm already more than sleepy enough. Burn for your ignorance and troublemaking. No, you're supposed to burn. Don't throw bombs at me. That too is my job. Like, I do appreciate the fact that the magician has a means of restoring their own resolve natively. Oh, right, end of turn. It's like, why are you not burning? Why are you not ashes on the ground right now? There we go. Doing a little bit better this time. Paying slightly more attention to game mechanics and not doing silly things as much. Not the best results I could have asked for, but at least it works. We're slowly chipping away to victory here. Which, you know, not ideal, but it'll get the job done at the very least. Speaking of not ideal. Okay, yeah, the ghostly chill goes on us, so our regen gets better. Kind of fine with that. That's actually a very useful thing to have, then. Let's see. Transform all ice stacks on target into exposed. Gain 1 electric sword, which makes every attack provide 3 thunder. And Will-O-Wisp. Deal 2 extra damage to an enemy with flame. I mean, electric sword. Why wouldn't I take electric sword? Where do I put that, though? You know what? Defense is for quitters, it's fine. I say, knowing full well that I'm immediately going to get hit for that. And this tent ends up useless, which is a shame, but it's okay. Oh, it's just one of these guys. Okay. Give myself electric sword. Exactly. When in doubt, sword. Oh, that's actually a really good effect. 1 extra damage from all attacks per stack. Well, actually, it doesn't say per stack. Took 6, so it's just straight 1 extra damage, not per stack. That's a shame. But that does still mean it's guaranteed 1 extra damage constantly. And now I could get static, which is, yet again, guarantee 1 extra thunder on enemies. Or rock smash, gain block for each earth stack on enemies, or 6 damage to block for each ice stack. Yes, we're going thunder. Yeah. Also, that picture's just really funny to me. Embrace our inner Pikachu. Oh, good. They both went to increase my damage taken. Well, here. Die. Die by the die. Set him on fire and just keep on standing here. I don't think their eyes are ever going to open either. They're just ignoring the world. There we go. Set them more on fire. Because they can always be more on fire. Let that be your life lesson for the day. Something can always be more on fire. Oh yeah, flame is only 1 damage a turn as well. It's not even damage per stack. That's why the flame's not doing well enough. Sadness. Double earth stacks on target, flip to the left. Apply 5 earth per star. And then Spring of Life again. Let's take Rock Throw. Apparently we're going full Pokemon Trainer here. Or at that point. And we'll find out whether applying Earth to something is worth doing at all. The Nixie. The Nixie's presence exudes an air of enchantment and mischief. She speaks with a melodic voice, informing you that she won't let you pass without a fair trade. We can either pay 30 gold or try to scam them, because we don't have a Dice Core or Garmonbozia to spare at the moment. I mean, we got the money. Here, just take the money. You paid the passage fee. You lose 30 gold. Well, glad that is exactly how that worked. And now for the boss fight that we might die to. Quite the exciting starting turn there. Ow. I'm glad we're just not getting any of our special effects here at all. We're just gonna slowly lose 1 hit point a turn to them in exchange for them losing more than that. There we go, set them on fire. So I may drain that actually for Elemental Vortex. We'll see. Oh, okay, they're gonna be more on fire now. Just keep setting them on fire. And this is the problem with slow playing this fight, though, is he summons minions. They don't know what bananas are, so it's a shame. Ah, okay. So we combine flame with earth to make burn, and then burn does the real damage. Okay. It all makes sense now. Ow. Ow. We are setting him up for failure so far. Just, unfortunately, not fast enough for me to be happy about it. Thankfully, the flame and the burn are 2 separate damage hits, so he's actually losing hearts quite rapidly now. We just need to finish him off before he can hurt me, because he is about to do a lot of damage. That'll do. That's him out of here. Now it's just a regular fight again. Yes. Fire is our friend. Make friend with the fire. The fire will not burn you. Except a little bit, maybe. That's its nature. There you go, burn his stealth. Oh, I see. Applying the extra thunder is purely off of if you apply thunder, apply extra thunder. Yeah, it's not very expensive. I think it was like a $7 or $8 game when I bought it. Actually, no, I think this one might be one of the ones that's a little more. Let me get the answer to that question. Yeah, it's 14 by default. I think I picked it up on sale, and that's why I'm thinking it was 7. My only real complaint with the game is that the audio is a little weird in it. Like, the music, it just constantly struggles for relevance at all, even though it's as high as it can go. There we go. You are not dead, sir, and I disagree with this concept. And apparently the universe disagrees with me killing him. I mean, that is true. Audio balancing is complicated. It's just very frustrating for me because it's just like, I've done everything in my power to make this audible, and it still seems like the music struggles really hard. There we go. Now we finally have our third die, which should help immensely towards us doing anything. It's quite literally a force multiplier, considering now I can do 3 moves a turn instead of just 2. We definitely need this tent. And we may as well go to the shop, though we might not be able to afford much. Get a load of the band over here. But my favorite one's the heron who's using his entire beak as an instrument. Because apparently they just put a bunch of holes in it. Okay, what do you two got for me? Stone armor, volcano, icicle, and gust. And you've got flint and steel again, spring of life again, power plant. Apply as many thunder as the enemy has block. Ooh. An ice spear. Apply 3 ice to monster whenever you attack. These powers might actually be a really winning move. Is if I have ice spear and electric sword, I'm applying 6 element a turn, as long as I get to attack. And then I use elemental vortex to hit like a truck. Maybe. Maybe. There's a concept there. But I think I am gonna grab stone armor at the very least, because we do need a better blocking move. The 3 ice is also tempting, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go the passives route here. Since we keep having trouble making forward progress in terms of active attacks anyway. We'll just put both those on the new die. There we go. The alternative being I could like put all the passives on one, but I don't want to have times where I just want both of them and I can't get them. Okay, so there's the electric sword immediately. Apply 3 earth to you, which reduces the amount of defense you get. And yeah, I would imagine it's uncomfortable having holes in your beak. If for nothing else but the fact that the wind keeps whistling through your beak all the time. That's just gotta be weird. Okay, we put some burn on him. We can put some... Actually, yeah, just combine more of that to make more burn on him. Yeah! Now he takes 10 damage a turn, +1. So that should take care of him over time. Oh, wait. Explode? What was... Okay, never mind. I'm so happy I have free guaranteed thunder. His flame and thunder apparently turns into explode. I didn't get to read all of it, but it deals area damage, and that's all I needed to know. Here, have some more earth. That's the combo, baby. He did. See, this is what I needed. I needed more things that actually made the magician's effects actually do stuff. Every time it bounces off of another die. That's why you see me actively throwing them at each other. And the more dice you have, the more stars you can get because of more bounces happening. And it's just fun to bounce them off each other. I once again didn't get a chance to read what that did other than partially reading what Electric said. Recover 2... Oh, recover 2 resolve per stack on turn end, consume all stacks. Is that giving me the resolve or him the resolve? I couldn't tell. But that's apparently the earth and lightning combo. So that's interesting. The answer is it gives me the resolve. So we actually have a resolve engine if we keep throwing earth and lightning around. Okay. So we have a power source. We definitely want wind now so we can spread all of these nasty combo effects we're throwing around. So that's actually a fantastic winning choice there. Exactly. Now I'm playing with power. Yeah, I do like the Shattered Bone. Go ahead and slap that in there so the 2 attacks this has will do more. It's unfortunate that we don't have very many direct attacks for that to benefit, but it'll be okay. There's the chicken again. Well, only option left is to kill it. You decide it was a good opportunity to renew your food supply. You heal 1 heart. Well, that was probably the most useful choice out of that, as it turns out. I mean, I guess we could leave as well, but that just seems like a non-starter of a choice. Oh, I fucked up. They're also not attacking, so let's just scrub that whole roll there. Try again. That's a little better. Static and 2 attacks. This way we get rid of 1 of his hearts, even though that'll make him hit harder. Oh, and he's doing double damage. I'm glad I weakened him, so we hopefully will be able to kill him. Yep, there he goes. He's dead. And the best part is we can Thunder Sword and have even more static, so now we are doing 4 thunder a turn, and as long as we attack. But have you considered more thunder? Have you considered... Oh... Wait. What's the point to stacking that, then? But... It's a power, so the stacks of it don't go down. So what's the point to... I was expecting it to do 6 thunder plus the 1 from static, so it was gonna do 7 thunder and be hilarious, and then instead it's just disappointing. Oh, that's a shame. That's just a resolve waster. I mean, I guess it helps protect against them getting rid of it, but that's about it. And increasing static doesn't seem like it matters either, because static doesn't go down. Like, I can still use this to gain resolve back, but that's about all that does for me at this point. There we go, electrify him. This way we get the boosted resolve. Like, wasting a bit of resolve doesn't really matter with how this setup is working now. Oh, hey, there we go. Now we can have our ice as well. We are throwing all of the effects on this man. We're also about to kill him, which is a shame. Oh, it definitely combined to do something that had eyeballs on it, so that was a thing. Deal 6, gain 2. Yeah, we've seen that before. Grounded's the only one we haven't seen. Gain 8 block, apply 3 earth, flip to the left if the monster has any block. Considering we have a way of gaining ice, let's take the deep freeze. We'll replace a regular attack with that, even though it costs more. I'm getting reckless with the costs again. Weird stall. A strange mutated slime opens up a shop in the middle of the grove. It beckons you towards a strange assortment of goods. We can buy animal bones, we can buy foul-smelling flowers, or we can scam him again. Let's buy the bones. I'm curious what that'll do for me. The bones are infused with suffering. You gain 1 Garmonbosia. Oh, hey, that actually mostly worked the way I expected it to. We now have 1 more point of meta currency. Just a shame it cost as much as it did. Speaking of things that are a shame, this north wind is useless, but I'm using it anyway just to flip the die. I know I could have re-rolled, but I just wasn't interested enough to re-roll in that situation. We'll just go for the kill here. Just blow him away completely. Ghostly chill. Attack. Block. Block. And now we get our increased regen, which should help a little bit. There we go, we'll be able to block his whole attack. We just really are hurting for resolve at the moment, but it's okay. The setup is building up. Oh wow, the setup really is building up. We're gonna take a hit here that's gonna be kind of bad, but we have our double element on every attack now. So let's find out what the combination does. Like, shocked. At the end of turn, receive 2 damage per stack. Okay, so it's just a different way of doing time damage. That's fine. Now he has electric on him. Let's throw even more rocks at him. What does this one do? Frozen. Deal less damage per stack. Okay, that actually worked out perfectly. Ah, yes. So let's spread these effects to the no one else that's here. Excellent. And now he will die. Yeah, these effects are getting powerful. They just take a bit of doing to get there. Okay, so if you trigger the spread, and then this deals extra damage. I think I'm gonna take the Thunder Strike because we have guaranteed thunder now. Actually no, our guaranteed thunder is on this die, so let's not do that. That one, let's do this one. Place that attack with it. Yeah. I think that's a slightly better idea. What does this have on it? Right. Kind of a mess. Oh yeah, get a load of this guy who's riding on a beetle with a shotgun and also like a cannon being held up by the beetle. This guy's kind of wild. This one might be one of my favorite designs in this game, because this is just so absurd. Exactly, it's just out of control. Set this guy on fire. Throw some earth at him too so he gets the real burn. Restore. Like, just fuck that guy in particular. Because I knew that guy was going to stealth up, which makes him a nuisance to kill. And Cannon Man just is going to take some doing to get rid of. That'll work. Static. Sword. Block, since they're not attacking this turn. And there he goes. He just got cooked. All according to the plan. That'll work. Go ahead and give him some thunder. We won't be able to block all of that, but it'll be okay. Perfect. Now we have our combo. Start forcing his damage down. And once we get our earth back again. It's kind of funny how this guy's being more of a threat than the boss was. Well, that's not ideal. And he dead. Because he was going to do 64 damage otherwise, which needed to not happen. Burn. And then we stack all of the things on him, and there's Explode. Apply 1 undamage per stack to all monsters at start of turn. Lose all at the start of next turn. Okay, so that's how Explode works. And then he died. Ooh, Jetstream. Interesting. So it's actually a self-boosting skill. 5 damage and apply 1 Jetstream on self. Jetstream ability does 2 more damage per stack of Jetstream. So if you just have a bunch of Jetstreams, they will just sit there and buff each other. But consider... Oh, game, you've given me a choice here. God damn it. I was gonna grab Fire Knife immediately, because what about applying 3 different elements on every attack? But they gave me the flip all rolled dice option here for just complete chaos. No, we're taking the 3 elements because it's ridiculous, but just... Oh, the temptation was real. There we go. We'll get rid of the 1 attack that this one has. So now each die has an element it can give me for the rest of a fight. Which I think is just a really neat idea. I don't think it'll be effective, but it's a really neat idea. I traded 1 Gremlin Urge for the other one. Is, you know, fire. Burn things, yes. Okay, ice immediately. Because the thing is, we stack up a shed load of elemental effects on enemies, and then we drain it all and just nuke them from orbit. Quit exhausting my things. I need those. And they're my things anyway. Yes. There's the Fire Knife. That had a very upsetting face for a second there before it disappeared. What does that effect do? It keeps appearing and immediately disappearing. Just like a weird melt face. Oh wait, yeah, it's melt that keeps triggering over and over again. Duh. It's almost like I just said what it was with my words. I just don't remember what melt does. It is certainly ruining his whole day, though, I'll say that. There we go, now we have the trifecta. Unfortunately, my attack is exhausted, which is nothing but a shame. Throw some earth at him, unexhaust. Oh, that wasn't an attack, that was the Fire Knife again, right? There goes a heart. And of course, I'm just not gonna get an attack now, huh? That's just how you've decided to play this, huh, game? Just not allowed to have any more attacks? Understandable. Have a day. There we go. All I had to do was complain about it. Look at just the list that appears for a second and then combines. Just here, have everything. Gain 5 resolve and flip it. Except it didn't flip. I'm still not entirely sure. Oh, because I spent the last of my resolve by doing that. So all it did was exhaust it, but I still got the 5 resolve. Uh-oh. Well, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot, in fact. So it doesn't matter if I use this, then. That just flips to another exhausted thing, though. Sad. Pain. This thing is a nightmare. In more ways than one. Ooh. That's even worse. Like, somehow this situation just keeps finding ways to get worse. Which is just impressive. We might be dying here because he's going full aggressive suddenly. Which I don't think I've ever seen this thing do. Usually it just kind of sits there. This time it's pissed at me about something and wants me dead. Yeah, we lose, actually, because even if I used both of these, which I can't thanks to how screwed up everything got, we lose. That is such a shame. We got screw-jobbed so badly here. Because it genuinely just started going nuts. I've never seen it attack every turn. Yeah, the Magician does seem to suffer from being a bit luck-based, but I did also make a very janky setup purposely there. So I can't completely blame the game. And thankfully, we do get paid every time I die now. Let's go ahead and unlock puzzle encounters. See whether those do anything interesting for us. I'm gonna keep going with the Magician because I do think there is potential there. It's just I have to get the right setup for it. I do think I went overboard by being silly and adding all 3 of those elements. I think just 2 is probably what you're supposed to do. But, you know, full chaos, give me all of the effects. But we also just never had resolve to work with either. Between the exhausts and the simple fact that I just kept rolling terribly. It's gonna dodge 1 attack, but it won't be long for this world. Any day now, game. Die. Oh, where was this before? This would have saved that last run. Gain 2 resolve per thunderstack consumed on enemy. That would have been incredible. But we are going to take Ice Spear again. Ice Spear does seem like it'll be very good. It's just a matter of making it actually work. This is fine. we'd also wasted a couple hearts for experimentation purposes earlier on in that last run. So, you know, you risk, you receive the results of your risk. Melt. Yeah, exactly. We wouldn't have learned if I hadn't experimented with it. Even if it leads to disaster. There we go. Apply 5 ice per star. Yeah, you know what? Let's lean into the ice a little bit more. I'm trying to like equally trade out attack and defense things for the moment. This way we don't end up with like no attacks coming up and or no defense coming up when I need either or. Yeah, we want to get rid of the pest here because he will heal if we do not eliminate him properly. Of course, the little bastard just fucking dodges. So we gotta kill him this turn or he's gonna get a wound back and be annoying. Die. We're gonna take a pretty heavy hit here, which is unfortunate. I mean, yeah, that they definitely model them very accurately after mosquitoes. Like, there's a really annoying mosquito enemy in Across the Obelisk as well that I hate with a passion because it just sits there and he life steals and makes a general nuisance of itself constantly. I seem to recall setting those on fire on sight immediately. Exactly. Just like, hey, stop being immune. Accept death. It is what you've earned. Is this email? Oh, useless. Well, actually not completely useless. That's actually a discount off of something I'm planning to buy, but currently useless information to me. Oh, that's why the melt kept disappearing all the time, is because it makes the next thing that hits it deal extra damage. Which it was almost always immediately followed by an effect that dealt damage. Also, we have been getting really ruined here by this one... What is this? Wolf, maybe? Biggest big bushy tail, but lots of teeth? I don't know. Not really sure what that's supposed to be. There we go. Whatever it is, it's dead. Gain rewind, exhaust. Gain 10 resolve every time you get attacked this turn. Interesting. During regeneration phase, gain resolve twice. Nope, give me that. Because that one also doesn't exhaust. That's a give that to me immediately. Put it in my pocket. Give it to me. This is mine now. But yeah, for those wondering, Hyper Light Breaker came out today, and I was going to buy it. But I thought about it, and I'm like, I am not going to be able to play something that needs that kind of attention and speed today and do well at it. I'll go ahead and take the poison. I don't know what that effect is. We'll find out. Light breeze. That's fine. Yeah, gain defense and resolve per bounce. That seems like a winner. We'll place a defend with that. I wonder why that one says per bounce compared to the ones that just say per star, though. Considering stars are bounces. It's a bit of an odd one. Oh, guess he's just getting even more ice on him. Which is unfortunately relatable considering everything is still coated in a bunch of ice and snow here. Which continues to confound a lot of basic functions. Speaking of basic functions, we might be in trouble here because he's doing his double damage thing. Ow. Well, so we're down to 1 heart already. Remember when I said this was gonna go better? Yeah, that might have been a lie. If we only block, we go down to 0 and then the poison kills us. I need to reroll. I need to reroll and hope I get a... Okay, now we reroll again and hope that this comes up as a block. For fuck's sake. This is literally the only way out of this situation for us. And we're dead. Well, just kill me, game. You have decided I'm not allowed to win this one. This is going well. Suddenly everything has gone horribly wrong. But you see, the joke's on the game here, because every time they kill me... Where is it? Every single time they kill me, I get paid. So who is really losing here? I think the magician just is way more vulnerable to bad luck. Strange tune. You stumble upon a blind musician. Listen to the song, hum along, resist the song, or steal his bag. The fact that resist the song is an option means that there's something probably wrong here. So let's resist it. Resisting took a great toll on you. You lose 1 max resolve, but gain a Garbambosia. So I wasn't entirely wrong. But ironically enough, this game is at its hardest at the very beginning. Because you only have 2 dice, your options are just so limited. And you're so vulnerable to just a bad roll ruining everything. And as soon as you get past that first boss fight and have your 3rd die, things get way easier because you have more flexibility. This case in point, we are now having another turn go to nothing because I'm just stuck with block, 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 do nothing. And absolutely, there's probably ways to roll these that engineer it rolling the way you want it to. But where's the fun in eating the dice at that point? That makes it not the game anymore. Come on. Die. Overheat, sacrifice a heart to regain all resolve. We've seen that before. Wind per star. Stone armor did work pretty well, so we'll take that back. Replace a basic defend with that. Like the other run that was doing well probably would have kept going if I had taken a different path and not gone to the big death bug. But anticipation of how it was going to operate led me astray. Oh, the burn actually triggered flocking. That's a problem. Because that means he's gonna summon a friend, and there's basically nothing I can do about it. Is if I hit him again, he summons his friend, who immediately attacks, which that is a questionable design decision, I might add. Having the summon immediately attacking is just mean. Get rid of the original. Like, it didn't help that the guy back there had exposed me, so I ended up taking even more damage. So there goes our first heart of this run. Like, especially since it was a double attack that they get immediately. So you could potentially just lose 2 hearts right there. Or just because the summon happened to get triggered. Or at a bad time. It's just brutal. At least the summon can't do flocking and just keep summoning more. If that happened, I would have just thrown this game away already. So as you can see, this is not going well for us. Just because it's not going well doesn't mean I need to go total defense mode game. That's not going to change anything about how this is going. That's gonna leave him about to die. Actually, no, because the burn won't kill him because the resolve kicks first. It's just a little mean. Oh, come on. No, we're not letting this stupid bird live. Unacceptable. Die. Like, he was just not gonna be allowed to live any further. That I refuse to let that continue. We already gotten screw jobbed a little too much there. A little bit of mess, that's fine, but that was too far. God damn it. That's fine. We have another turn to finish the job. That one burns the stealth. This one kills him. Apply 4 thunder per star. Let's take the jet stream because that's a nice safe attack to use, relatively speaking, and I'm actually gonna get rid of the flint and steel, I think, because the regular flame just doesn't do much. Like, it's great when you can combine it with things, but it just doesn't end up combining very well most of the time. Though, rabbit's foot. No. Let's take either the demon blood or the phoenix feather. Wounded does involve one of the wounds being taken, though, so we'll take the demon blood. Actually, oh no, we lost the unwind, so we didn't even get to use that. That's unfortunate. I forgot which reality we were in at this point because of the repeated deaths. Oh good, we just get this exact scenario again. Lovely. That's exactly what I wanted to see. And the good news is he only has the 1 heart. The problem is he has 12 resolve starting. We have no, like, heavy attacks as the magician without picking any of them up, and we didn't see any. So I think what we're actually going to do is we're going to let him live and kill the other one first. As much as I don't want to. I think that's just the only choice we really have. Or, you know, I'm just not gonna get to attack anything. That's also an option, I guess. Because usually I attack the bird first to get rid of him. I mean, so are half the monsters I end up facing, and yet here we are. Oh, you little, quite literal rat bastard. Die. Okay, now at least it'll be only 2v1 instead of 3 when I invariably trigger flocking. Oh, but if I attack him, I trigger the other one, and I'm about to get my shit kicked in. But I don't have a choice. Oh, at least he came in with only a single attack. It wasn't 20 damage, and... Ugh. So that's a kill on him. We can at least deflect for now. That one extra resolve really has actually been making quite the difference. What I think this game's other biggest flaw is the really slow growth of the meta currency. Is like getting most of the way through a run and only getting like 5 at a time is kind of brutal for how much everything costs. Oh, okay. Gain 1 ice mirror and 7 block per star. Ice mirror gives your attacker 2 ice. Buy 3 flame, flip to bottom. The flip on that might make that worth using. It also is not star dependent. Yeah, we'll take heat wave. Because I'm not opposed to the idea of flame, it was just the fact that it just didn't do what I needed it to do. But I don't think I have to fit it in. I don't think I have anywhere to put it right now. We'll hang on to that for after the boss fight, when we have the extra die. Exactly. The reward has to pay off enough for the time you spent. And maybe winning runs, like, pay significantly more. I have yet to have one of those, so I don't know how well they pay. Which that's the other kind of issue there, is if you're just stuck in a constant loop of failure, that also starts to not feel great. Is it also just doesn't really give you a way to dig out of it by virtue of the currency actually paying well enough. Not really how I wanted that turn to go, but at least he's getting towards being wounded. Problem is, he's just gonna steadily do more and more damage. There's our first jet stream. But now we just lose 2 hearts immediately. But we can at least take another 2 of his. So he's just got 1 more. Problem is, we also only have 1 more. Like, this has gone so wrong so fast. Okay, he's dead. The other one's not attacking. What? What? Why isn't he dead? Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Well, never mind. Instead of him dying, we lose. Great. Great. Love that for me. I must have quite literally just missed, like, a single effect that ruined that attack. Fuck's sake. And that doesn't even lead to us getting enough to do anything of merit. This is what I'm talking about. Like, if I hadn't bought the effect that gave me one of these every time we died, we wouldn't even have anything right now. Because you have to pass that first fight in order to be able to get literally anything. Which is kind of disgusting. Okay, you know what? Just in the interest of actually getting somewhere, let's go back to the detective for one run in the hopes of being able to afford something. There's the poisoned horse again. You know what? Fine. Put it out of its misery. You make the difficult choice to end its pain swiftly and mercifully. You gain 5 of temporary 5 temporary resolve and 1 reroll charge. I can definitely tell that I'm fading with what I had left of my capacity, so this might even be the last run of the day. Even though that's kind of short. The tired brain is definitely just like, yeah, you're done. You're done with this idea now. Hit you with the bleed, kill you. Like, just look how much more efficient the detective is at disposing of enemies. It's unfortunate because the magician definitely has very high potential. I just don't think that it's readily usable. But knock a heart off of that thing. It had dodge. God damn it. I'm also playing worse because I'm not staring at these things. I'm just trying to make things happen here. Which is very frequently a mistake in these kind of games. Like, all of those failures just made me just try to rush. We are just getting so stonewalled suddenly. Like, we might just be stopping in general because I think I'm just cursed now. It's like everything's just gone as sideways as it physically can. But look at this. We're down to 1 heart just off of an easy fight like this. What the hell is happening? And I can't even say that I'm playing that differently. Like, yes, I'm not playing efficiently at all. But, like, this is just going so much worse. Doesn't help that I keep getting goddamn piercing bolt. Just doesn't fucking help this situation, game. Not that that's much better, because we're gonna die with that hand. Even if I change of plans. Hit it here. There we go. That reduces the damage. Do that. Do that. His problem was I realized he had block up, and it's just like, oh, nothing I do matters here. Joyous day. Quit it with the fucking piercing bolt. I should have just removed that goddamn garbage side. He's got even more block again, so literally nothing I do matters again. Like, did I just unlock, like, awful mode and not realize it at some point? Because these guys certainly have never put up this much of a fight before. And yet somehow this guy's just indestructible. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna reset that. We're gonna pretend none of that happened. Because that was descending into a nonsense, and I just am not gonna put up with that. It had potential at the start because we got that stealth move immediately. And then the game just went, you know what? I forgot. The only thing we say to you is fuck you. Case in point. Useless hand. Get the shit on my screen. Just don't even bother using the dodge because it's still useless. Exactly. Just like, thanks, video game. Very cool. Go ahead and take the hit here because it doesn't matter. I should have known I was going to immediately get slapped, though, when I said that the detective was just that much more efficient. As normally it is, and then suddenly the game's just like, no, no. You spurn our offering, therefore we murder you. And that effect I just put on there is why you saw me smacking one of the dice in particular around so much when I was doing the other detective run. We chuck that in there, and then we get 1 free damage to everything every time this one gets hit. And I think I actually know part of what went wrong on that last run. I think I was expending more resolve because of the stealth move than I was with dodge. So our resolve totals were just getting much worse. Like, a small difference like that apparently just makes a huge change for this. Which is kinda nasty. Yeah, no, that is a good idea. It's just a matter of... it may not necessarily be completely executed. Or more accurately, it may not be in a mechanic set that interacts with me particularly well. Because of the simple fact of it encourages much slower play in order to account for that. Like, many more turns have to be spent per fight. And especially here for stream, I'm just not worrying nearly as much about that. Go ahead and take the block on flip, because we have multiple flip options on this die here. There's the poisoned horse again. I guess let's see what leave does. Yeah, leave without doing anything. It literally accomplishes nothing. That's what I figured. But it was the only option left we didn't have a marker for, so I figured I'd try it. Oh, Heroes of Hammerwatch 2 came out now. So that's another thing I should probably figure something out for. That's useless to roll there, right there. One heart down, 2 heart down. Much better. Hey, there's the vampire bite we unlocked. Things are looking up a little bit, at least. That is unfortunately per bleed stack, though, and we don't have any other than Jagged Bolt right now. So we'll just hang on to that. Ooh, occult hideout. Before you is a half-started ritual. There are no traces of living beings anywhere. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, God. Okay, well, the likely candidate is size order. Except with the order these numbers are in, size order cannot be correct. Because 1 is smallest and 6 is largest, and neither of them line up correctly. Where's 8 largest? It could be either. So it's at the very least not based on that. And each one is only used once. It's not number of heads. No, you're right. I just measured one of them wrong. So it is size order. It was, I think the question mark between 8 and 6 was what was throwing that for me. As the last candle flickers to life, a wave of enchantment washes over the ritual site. You gain a die side. I wonder what would have happened if that had been done wrong. Probably a fight or something. This again proves that my brain is just dying on me today. Because that should have been immediately apparent and just bleh. I love how it stayed just tilted that entire time when that eye was spinning. She's like, nope, it's stuck there, but we'll just spin it around anyway, it's fine. Like, look at this. He's already down to his last heart right off the top here. So much faster. Just all because the detective gets a bunch of eye options that let them flip their dice around to repeatedly attack in the same turn. Which the magician had a few, but they all were like weird conditionals and such. Oh, good. There. I've stacked the dice. Now die. Look at that. Nice and clean. That's how that's supposed to go. Good lord. Oh, guess I'm throwing what I have left on here. There for the moment. We do need to get more die sides, though. Otherwise, that is going to be completely useless to me. Throw a good jagged bolt out there. One of the few times I'm ever going to be able to say that sentence. The bleed should kill that one off as well. Yep, there we go. I was admittedly setting up for vampire bite, but there's no reason for me to do that in the current situation. Oh, okay. That's what it means by the resolve regeneration. Because something I forgot to mention at any point is if you don't use dice, you get more resolve at the end of the turn. This means instead of getting, I think it's like 2 per die, you then get 6. which can be huge, especially right now, for example. Because now we just get our entire resolve meter back. Even though it still only says 5. Oh, this is... Oh, no, no, it is going to deal 0. Just going to kill him with the bounce. Okay, let's take Powerful Shot, because that'll help keep bleed relevant. And at the end of the day, that seems like the most important thing in this game, is constantly making sure you have means of regenerating your resolve. Like, obviously you can do passive regeneration, and it works. It just would be way better to aggressively regenerate, so you're not giving them turn advantage constantly. Yeah, that really should update to represent the number appropriately. So that makes it just needlessly confusing that it doesn't. Go ahead and slap Watch and Learn on here. Don't we have the... Oh yeah, it's the toe, not the bounce one. For some reason I thought it was the bounce defense thing. I think that was what I was considering first. Get us some demon blood. It's like part of the reason why I was trying to push for the magician is just so we could do something different, because you'll notice detective's working. Detective's just flying along after the initial I was stupid. And took like incredibly needless risks. Which, I might have still been able to recover those too, but eh. It's already done and dusted. Chip through all that resolve before they get their block up, because the block will be the same as the resolve would have been before. Yeah, go ahead and dodge, because that'll take care of some of that. Oh, I could have attacked him though and avoided getting the 2 heart loss. I'm doing that thing again where I'm playing too fast and loose for my own good. Another vampire bite. Yeah, you know what? Let's lean into that idea. Which might actually be the legitimately worst idea I've ever had, but it's fine. Same picture, interesting. Granny's rat game. You come across a ragged figure sitting in the mud. Play my game, she beckons. Okay, just don't tell me how this game works at all. Okay. It's either a weird Connect 4 situation or a weird, like, tic-tac-toe, presumably. I seem to not have a choice as to where I'm placing it. I'm assuming the darkened space is where it's going to be placed, then. So let's place a mushroom. Or apparently I just get 1 turn. Alas, you've chosen poorly. You watch as the hag vanishes into the shadows. Well, good event, everybody. I'm glad a lot happened there. I feel like I accomplished so much with that move. Which I accomplished one thing. I learned that that event is kind of awful. There we go, kill him straight up. Kill him straight up. Like, this is just the power difference here. It's just, you can just chew through everything. I don't have any open spaces for Ricochet. We could set up the infinite combo. But I'm still not entirely sure what those even actually do for you. Like, it did something, but it wasn't very clear what. And the tutorial pop-up that told you about infinite combos didn't tell you what it actually did. Because it said that they all do different things, which is incredibly unhelpful. This is useless. Try again. This is not much better, but at least it's somewhat more usable. And we'll just do that to tank the damage, because the bat is useless without bleed. I hit the wrong one with that. That's okay. Though, if I keep rolling vampire bats over and over again, it won't be okay. Because we're now about to have the entire situation turned against us. After everything was going so well, I should have known the game was setting me up for failure. There we go, we got our revenge a bit there. Oh, right, I had no resolve left when I used that, so that just got exhausted. Go ahead and dodge. Hit him. Hit him. We are, like, riding the ragged edge of disaster right now. P.S. We might be about to die here. Yeah, because he dodged the first one. Yep, we lose. Okay, I think I might just be out at this point. Like, at some point, my brain has just stopped latching onto anything here. Is there anything worth buying? Answer is not really. Like, after a bit, the brain just decided, nah, we're done. That's understandable. I could switch to something else, but like I said, just brain is already just worn out for the day. So we'll just take a short stream. This is fine. Well, rest as much as I ever do, probably. I will probably go wander off into some idea somewhere. But at the very least, an attempt will be made to make the brain figure itself back out again. You know, just slap some quotation marks around the rest. It's fine. I just need to figure out where we're going. I've got some good options in front of me for where we're going. I just need to decide between them. Okay, there's a certain amount of irony to the name for that one. How long have you been live, though? Yeah, you've been live for a while. You're probably not going to be on that much longer. That is the awkward timing that we constantly share. And I know that there's no sound or anything because this game doesn't play what music it does have whenever it's clicked out. Frustrating. They've been going for a while, so they're probably not going much longer. They've been going for a bit, so they're probably not going much longer. Ah. If I don't come up with an idea immediately here in a minute, I'm probably just going to send it to the first idea I had anyway. Just accept the fact that they may send everyone further along, and that's just going to be fine. Yeah, you know what? The hell with it. It's fine. We'll go see It's Vampiric. I have not gone to see her in quite a bit, but she is good people, so that should be fun. Brain needs to conjure up the rest of the concepts here. I may grab either Hyperlight Breaker or Heroes of Hammerwatch 2, and we may do that on Thursday. We'll see how things play out as far as those go. I may also ask around to see if anybody's interested in either of those, since they are both multiplayer as well. So that may be a thing. I may just pull something else out of my hat as well. We'll see. Ditto goes with Friday. Theoretically, it'll be 7 Days to Die on Saturday, as is usual. And then, of course, we're back to the same thing we just did yesterday of Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on Monday. So, that'll be all of what that is. I know I had another thought, and it's just cannot grasp anything today. The mind does not wish to let anything be a concept today. Yeah, I'm just gonna give up trying to make important thoughts happen right now. Oh, because I cannot form a sentence for some stupid reason today. But, so, thank you all for taking the time to be here. Sorry that brain is a bit scuffed today. It just happens sometimes. And be good to Vampy, she's good people. I will see you all on Thursday. Have a good one. Bye.